Okay, we're live. We're only 15 minutes late.
Whoa!
Day after Christmas. Hope everybody had a good Christmas or whatever it is that you celebrate.
Happy Boxing Day.
Yeah,
Yes.
some Yule. If you're a Yule tider, you know, that's cool too.
I had a very good Yule.
Yulia.
You know what'll complete
Bad.
your holiday cheer? Listening to shit go wrong in Fairhaven.
Well, we're starting in the Dreamlands, so.
100%.
Ooh, let me grab my notes.
Oh, never mind.
Grabbing my notes.
Okay, yeah. Are we live? Are we on? Is it on?
Yes, we are
Yeah.
live.
Is this thing on? Okay.
He said he was ready, and then he went to go grab his notes.
His notes or his?
All right.
Ah, his notes that he keeps on a
Spent a
poster.
little bit of time organizing these, and then I was just like, went back over all of them, and I was like, this is too rigid.
Do you write your notes on a newspaper?
I write them on a legal pad, and it's several pages long of notes. I was flipping it back to.
Oh, it sounded like one loud rustling piece of paper.
It was probably I was setting it down. I was flipping the page and setting it down as it was passing by the microphone. So it probably did sound pretty loud and like a loud folding piece of paper. Poos and poos.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody got anything for me? Anybody have anything they want to say, or, you know?
Nah.
No? You guys are ready? I'm ready.
I think I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah, I got something to say to you.
What do you
DM.
got? What do you got
Thank you.
for me? Remember, we're
Thank
on the
you.
air, so be. Oh, thank you. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yes, thank you.
next question
You asshole.
is: did all you little shitheads do your level 8 stuff? Please say yes.
Yes.
Yay! Everybody, for their Christmas present, moved up to level 8. What is this,
And because
like-
we earned it.
Well, you guys did earn it. There's been a lot of combat, whatever, and other stuff like that going on, and you know, it just felt right.
100%.
Felt right. You know, and after a year and a half of gameplay, level 8's pretty fucking low. So,
We'll get there.
We did start out at, what was it, level 1?
Exactly level.
yeah, exactly level 1.
I remember not
Remember
having
that
timing
time-
action and not being
Remember-
happy about that.
Remember that time when the DM wanted to start us at level 3 and my stupid ass was like, no, let us actually work for it.
Hey,
DM wanted
That
to
was
skip
your
an
fault?
entire year.
yeah,
They
I
were
did.
like,
I did.
"No,
And you guys are like, no, we wanna live that entire year. And now it
we
turns
want
out like
character development."
you finally made it through that year in game time, or not even a couple of months. It's taken a year and a half. And level 8.
See how much story we got to write along the way.
Yeah, it's
What?
I went through a lot of notes and scrapped a lot of notes. But anyway, yeah, I feel good. I'm excited about this session. Hopefully the last one of
Ever.
the first.
No.
Not the last one ever. The last one of the first, you know, year.
Yeah.
All right. So, who wants to pick up where we left off in the Dreamlands?
I'm eating. I can't.
I think you should.
It should either be you or Steve.
Do it in Sprocket's voice.
You know what? I'll either wait till he's done or I'll do it myself. Just kidding. So, last session, the Dreamlanders were in Mount Hetheg Claw after their bout with Yggdrasil, Teldrassil, whatever the giant tree,
Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil. You know, whatever you want to call it. Everybody jumped off the ledge, flew away, feather fell, what have you, down into a small valley at the base, where there was a little bit of an oasis from the water of life running from the tree that slowly kind of tapered off into the middle of the stony desert, where you found yourselves traveling for, I think you guys only traveled for 3 days.
Yeah.
It's about right.
But made roughly 4 days of progress. So you guys had some discussions with your allies, new friends, whatever you want to call them, about the Dreamlands and that sort of thing. Kovanen, do you have any notes on this sort of thing that seemed important to you, about the conversations you guys had? Or were there any other things that you wanted to talk to them about? Just curious.
Well,
I'm
Kovanen
not-
was sure to speak to the Edgewalkers about a little bit about just the nature of the Dreamlands, what was possible in terms of imagining things into existence. Because as Kovanen and Lucian, and now Marin know, you can sort of alter the dream reality a little bit by thinking about it very, very well. Yes. The Edgewalkers told us about the nature of being a Kalashtar a little bit. Bitzer seems to know a little bit about the cult that Zazie is from. Seems there's some weird religious splinter faction from the rest of the Kalashtar, something like that. I don't know.
Kovanen wasn't all upfront with information about Zazie, so Spitzer probed his mind.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Kovanen was hesitant to tell things about Zazie because it's not his business to tell those things, and caught Spitzer reflexively, I think, like inadvertently probing Kovanen's mind or trying to read his thoughts, because it's just like so second nature for him to try that. But Kovanen was sure to set some boundaries and ask him not to do that.
Out my head, Charles, out my head.
They struggled to map. That was fun. Kovanen seems to know some things about the land surrounding, about the geography of the area around Mount Heatherclaw. Though he's fuzzy on the details, and between Kovanen's limited knowledge and limited ability to communicate that knowledge, and Sprocket's expert navigation tools, we were able to have a pretty confident, I think, direction forward for the many, many days of travel they have to get back to Ulthar.
Okay. So, you guys wake up the next morning after having slept, rested your Dreamlands bodies. You're able to regain hit points and relieve yourself of exhaustion and whatnot. However, it does not restore spell slots and the like. You've been given the idea that it's a potential possibility you could do things that would require spell slots or other energies using your thoughts, imagining it, dreaming it into being, if you will. But Spitzer did warn that over usage of this or overextending yourself to try to do something beyond what you're practiced with could have consequences. Next morning, the 4 of them are breaking camp and looking back at the rest of the group. Spitzer walks up to you guys. What is everyone doing?
Rose is probably breaking down their own camp, or their portion of it. Pardon me. She does have a question for Spitzer. Do we have to worry about that egg hatching anytime soon?
He walks over to where the egg is sitting. Who has the egg right now?
It should still be in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're carrying the bag of holding?
Sprocket.
Sprocket was last time, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or
Nailed
was
it.
Rose carrying it?
He kneels down next to Sprocket. You don't mind if I examine it for a moment, do you, Sprocket?
Oh, sure, I guess. It's not doing me any good. And he'll reach in and take it out, give it to him.
He takes it in both of his hands. It's probably about the size of maybe like an emu egg. It's not gigantic. It's
But
it's in the
But it's half the size of Sprocket.
it's in the tiny category. So he kind of cradles it in both hands. You see for a moment his eyes close and then they open and flash that bright blue color that you associate with him using his psionic abilities. And anyone looking closely or with high passive perception would see something
Rose.
inside the egg move.
Alright, Rose is definitely watching. So, is it a particular shape or just that kind of vague shadow movement?
Yeah, it's the
From
vague
Candlelight.
embryo fetal shape. But it seems to move with life inside. You can
So
see it.
how does it look? What are you learning right now?
I'm just checking, identifying, if you will. It seems to have some time. Maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what's in here. I don't know what the normal gestation period is for some creature. My abilities aren't able to yield any more information than just a cursory idea. It's newborn. It's still developing.
I hadn't thought about the fact that it would be growing over the many days we have left to travel. That is worrying. I am worried.
So, I have to ask, why the egg? He looks around at everyone. Back to Kovanen. Why the egg?
I'm sorry. Why the egg?
Why are we getting this egg? The Sphinx never told me.
I'm not in. entirely sure the Sphinx told us either. Though, when it arrived or landed, the large, horrible bug things we were fighting in the middle of Ulthar seemed to immediately take notice and fly away. I can only assume that the whatever they're called, and also the horrible tentacle things, the tentacle faces, wants to hatch the egg and control it or worship it or something. It's not the first time we've encountered terrible cults that want to, raise something.
You
Rose
see
even with
him look up and begin to look around. Everyone roll perception.
Ooh, a 20 from Marin.
There you go, Marin.
5 for Rose.
Two yes. Marin, you hear a slight buzzing sound in the distance. He kneels down next to Sprocket's bag and shoves it into the bag quickly, delicately, but quickly, and seals the bag. Seal the bag, Sprocket. Seal it.
All right, yeah, hold your horses.
Yeah,
Everyone down, hide.
they're come.
Were they able to sense it? Even
I don't know.
taking it out of the bag for a moment.
Just the moment that I was holding it, I heard them. They could just be passing by. I don't know. Could be anything. Let me get a
There,
stealth roll from everyone.
I was gonna ask, are there trees or an outcropping nearby?
So, you guys did make camp the night before in a chasm. This night, you guys actually found yourself at the edge of another mountain range, and there is some rocky outcropping. When you guys were bedding down, you didn't realize, but Kovanen, you would have realized that upon waking, that you guys were actually much closer to Mount Therai than you had originally anticipated.
Noted.
So the previous day's exploration was not quite as good as you had thought it was.
Okay. Like,
Rose,
okay.
yeah. So you guys are able to find a cleft in some of the rocky debris and hide relatively quickly, and see a flight a flight of Bayaki fly overhead, kind of favoring the edge of the mountain range that you are on, and they continue in a south by southeast formation, slowly cutting towards the east as the mountains level out ahead of you.
Right. That's not good. Do they look like they were searching our particular area, or just happened to be flying?
Give me an
over?
insight.
Oh,
And a perception as well. No,
8
we'll just
for
leave it
the
there.
Insight.
You can't tell.
Second time I rolled a 5. So watch, the next roll I make is going to be a nat 20 again.
Right.
Make it count.
So
That being
Spitzer
said.
looks back at you. Kovanen. Suppose we should get back to it.
suppose so. Though, looking at the terrain, and Sprocket, you'll want to hear this as well. I think we need to sort of course correct a bit. Moving forward, I think we were sort of southeast instead of east-southeast. We need to sort of like, aim a little bit more, sort of that way.
I'll do my best. Uh, this map is kind of hard to read sometimes, so
Can we have the region map?
The region map? Are you guys not on it?
We're on
Oh,
Fairhaven.
We're
now.
on Fairhaven.
Oh dang! Oh dang! There we go. Sorry about that, friends. So, and Kovanen, you'll actually realize that you guys are at the foot of Mount Thurai right now. So you can go ahead and mark that on your map. And I have taken the liberty of moving you guys to that spot. But yeah, you notice a peak, and it looks very familiar. Right here is Mount Thurai.
Okey-doke.
And you can kind of see off into the distance that like this general direction is all mountains. As you know, there are a couple of dungeons. There is one dungeon and then like another mountain city somewhere to the east of you. And then, it cuts back up north through the Stony Desert into an area where Zerain and Hethig actually are, and that opens up into the foothills of the high desert where you are right now, to Gore, which is at the base
How
of
much?
the Enchanted Wood.
Alrighty. Do I know anything about the inhabitants, wild inhabitants or otherwise, of these mountains and dungeons and cities? Should we stay in the middle of the desert to like avoid horrible creatures, or stay close to the mountains to avoid horrible desert creatures?
So, the Stony Desert does have denizens living inside, but in general, all of the area around Hethig Kla has been kind of barren for a really long time. Almost unlivable. If there were more creatures that lived here, you could kill them and eat them. There's not really much to survive on. The mountain range to the south, of course, there is, there are more dangers within the mountains, but the mountains themselves are more dangerous than simply the creatures that live within them.
Gotcha.
So, but you are in a high desert. So, there are whatever you would dream up into being in such a place is probably here.
Alright, well, these are mountains. Luckily they're very big, we can see them. Let's stay on this side of them, please, and stay inside the desert, perhaps. Inside the desert? Within? In the desert? I don't know how you want to say it.
I'm going to go ahead and do an express of rolls here a little bit, just to try to move things forward a little faster. And give you guys the opportunity. I want you guys to each give me one roll that will represent the next 3 days. So you guys have traveled for about 3 days so far, and I say that you probably have a good feeling for what you need to be doing, and for the lay of the land as far as you can see it. Let's get into that. And then just give me a brief explanation of what you're trying to do with that roll, and then I will inform you of the next 3 days.
my role is
Conan
pretty
is
obvious. but okay.
advising the party on how to remain unseen, and is doing his best to remain unseen.
Okay. Well, give me a, I guess, Performance roll.
Okay.
To kind of demonstrate and teach the group how to stealth. Okay, not bad.
15.
All right, and the group gets a little bit better at stealthing. You know, not a bad lesson.
Great.
Rose, what were you doing with that 21 athletics? Okay, so you're
Yeah,
carrying stuff.
athletics.
You're helping move people around.
Yeah, a partial endurance to, like, at least conserve a little bit more water
Sure,
because
you're doing the work.
we've got enough. Yeah, doing the work. She'll have to switch out some of her personal water skins for the group water skins in a couple of days, and she'd like to find an oasis or a water source if possible, just to refill. But it's not a priority until they get down to like
Okay.
3 days for each of them.
So, Marin, with your nature roll, you were able to find a like a tree that like a small.
I was gonna search for whatever water I could find.
Sure. Yeah, you're able to find like a thicket of small
Tree's good.
trees that were growing at the base of like a small foothill that you're passing by, and digging up through where their roots are, you did find a small spring that you could tap. So
Nice.
everybody, I want you to reduce your water by 3. I don't know how much you have left after that, but on the 3rd day, you will find enough water to refill, I would say, everything.
Okay. Do I need to cast Purify Water on it?
It's up to you.
You want that info just for free or what?
Yeah, I'll cast Purify Water on it.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what do you use to cast that?
That is a. Well done. Did I not take it on?
It is a spell. It is on your list. I see
It
it on your
is.
character sheet.
And I am not seeing it on my sheet. So if you want to click the thing, go for it. Thought it was a level
Okay.
1.
Yeah, Kavana, just reduce that for me if you don't mind. You know, okay. Looks like it's a 1st level transmutation. Go ahead and knock that off of her her spell slots.
Now I'm gonna refresh this character sheet.
Okay. You have purified the food and drink. All of it. You know, who knows? Maybe it was going bad, but it's good now.
Oh, Rose, I didn't know you had the ability to do that. So I have this little piece of paper right here that says I am able to purify food and drink. It's a scroll of purify food and drink, but I'm not able to cast it because I don't know how to interpret this. Here you go. You can do it again later because it's on your spell list.
Alright.
I still have a scroll of purify food and drink from the races, but I can't cast it because it's not on my spell list.
Oh yeah, from the random spells that were in the boxes. Gotcha.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, they weren't boxes. They were just floating in the air. Okay. So, the past 3 nights, you guys were able to bed down without much trouble. However, I didn't get anybody doing survival or
Well, we got 4 edgewalkers. What do they need to do?
or perception. They're taking care of themselves.
Oh,
So,
well.
I mean, you guys aren't sleeping with them. You guys have your own little camp going. So, unfortunately,
I have a
someone...
bubble. It can fit 9 people.
You guys played Oregon Trail. You know what happens next. Someone gets dysentery. Just kidding.
No.
Okay, so let's see. I want you guys to roll a D100.
I'll do it.
All of us, or just one of us collectively?
Any of you.
Okay.
Any of... Does that mean any number of us? In any combination of.
No, just one person roll a D100.
Thank
That
you.
is a 3.
Sprocket rolled a 3.
Okay. So in your sleep, one of you gets stung by a scorpion. Let's see. Let me have everyone roll a survival check.
All right. Oh no.
All right. Beat a 13 or you get stung by a scorpion in your sleep.
I am stung. Ouchie.
7.
All right. So, for those of you that were stung by a scorpion, you now have 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, what the hell? Now, was it an adult scorpion or a baby scorpion?
You don't know. You didn't see it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten stung. Maybe it was a pack of baby scorpions.
It was an army of baby scorpions,
Yeah.
hired by the Byakuya.
Oh, that's
So-
a terrifying thought.
Go ahead and make your next rolls with exhaustion. Or at least your next
Wait,
person.
how'd you do that? Oh.
Exhaustion is -1, I think.
Nope.
Oh no.
Make my next rolls. Okay, what do you.
Okay, next day. Someone else give me a D100.
Call it
Okay.
44.
Okay. Everyone, give me a con check.
I have to ask, because these are 2 different numbers for me. Is it a save or a
check.
check?
Yeah,
Oh wait, that's a save.
that's fine.
It's the same bonus though.
Uh, 12.
You said you roll 44? All right, that one makes no sense.
So does Nat.
All right. I'm going to say anybody that fails. Let's see. All right. Anyone that rolled less than a 9 did not recover from their exhaustion. If there was someone that was stung by a scorpion and also then continued on to roll, they still have exhaustion. Cool. Hello.
Hey, yeah, that sucks. Got it.
Is there anybody there?
We're here.
Yeah.
Can I hear us?
Who did that affect?
I mean,
Oh,
Me.
Sprocket.
Effect?
looking at my
Sprocket,
roll, it's a.
Kavan, and who
below.
else?
I don't think it affected me because I succeeded on the roll.
For the scorpion, right?
No, not for the
Uh,
scorpion. For this.
She
the
rolled higher than a
one.
9.
Cool. All right, this is gonna have to
And-
get edited out. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, cool. All right, you guys know if you have
Rose
exhaustion.
didn't get stung
3rd
to
day.
begin with, so
All right, give me a someone else. Give me a random roll on the D100.
Got it. 85.
Ooh, shit. 85.
We rolled single
Alright.
digit, stung by a scorpion. We roll high. You say, oh shit.
You come across a merchant in a cart.
What the fuck?
Obviously,
The hell
it's
are you
cabbage-
doing all the way out
It's the
here?
cabbage guy fleeing Othar. What do you mean, what the fuck?
So you hear the low sound of a brass bell jingling as this old man is leaving on a trail out of Zorain. or Zorian, however you pronounce Zarian, however you pronounce it. I'm sorry. Kovanen, you would know that. As you finish your third day, you're at the base of Zarian, which you can mark on the map if you want to. I just put an X for where it is, and you can kind of see the edge of the mountains now as well. Dubol is to your south, where I just put the X, and Damaran is that direction. So the man passes you by. Everyone,
Oh.
what do you do?
My God, it's another life form. What does he have? Have you ever? I'm so exhausted. No.
Thunderous soon. Rose steps off the path to let the merchant pass.
What is?
She's gonna watch him, but otherwise doesn't interact.
Hey, what you got?
Thank you.
Oh, hello. I'm just traveling to Dabul from Zorian.
Ah, God bless you.
Thank you,
What?
Yasha.
Oh, you know, yeah. What do you got in your cart? What are you selling?
Well,
Are you selling anything, or are you just walking with a cart?
I am carrying a message from Zorain to Dabul. I would be happy to share some of the wealth if one of you would care to carry the message for me.
I think we're heading in a different direction, unfortunately.
Yes, we're going that way. You're going that way. I'm afraid it's not going to work out. I think.
Are you sure I'd be willing to give you a very handsome sum? And he pulls off a blanket off the back of his cart, and you see 3 large chests just sitting on the cart. He looks around. You all appear to be trustworthy. Kind of
I'm also
squints
afraid-
his eyes at Marin a little bit. Except for you look a bit swarthy.
What?
We are on a tight timetable, unfortunately, sir.
He pops the chest, and it is full of gold and gems.
Rose is fully prepared to catch any of her party currently. Like,
Are you quite sure it is a king's ransom?
If your message is 25 words or less, and you come with us, follow us for a day, I can. Well, no, I'd have to know them. Never mind, I can't help you.
He pulls a scroll out from a cylinder of leather that he has around his waist. You can see that it is sealed with a wax seal. The symbol on the seal is facing away from you, but you can see that it is quite well sealed. Yes, well, this message is a scroll for the Lord of Dubul from the Lord of Zorian. It's very, very valuable information. Along with
And
this
and you're
one
carrying
chest.
this
Yeah, but-
across this desert near these mountains by yourself.
Indeed.
This must be a rather safe road then. You're not worried you'll be pounced upon by all these horrible creatures that are intruding the dreamlands?
He looks at Kovanen.
how are
That is a quite good question.
It is.
This was a very
How
safe
are
road up until this
Spitzer-
point. What, Rose? What do you say?
how are Spitzer and his people reacting to this merchant?
They don't seem to give two shits. They
Okay.
look impatient.
All right.
He puts
Like
the
this-
scroll back into the leather cylinder, and then buckles it closed. Yes, does appear to be quite dangerous. Which is why they're paying me
would
a
agree.
king's ransom to deliver the message. Sure, I would be more than willing to share it with you if you escorted me, or give it to you in general, just to take it for me.
Well,
Like I
good
said,
luck,
he's
because
very
I don't think we
trustworthy.
can do that.
Yeah, we're
I
running
won't take
behind
up
as
any
it
more
is,
of your good time then.
unfortunately. Best
All
of luck
right.
to you, sir.
Hey, be safe.
So as he walks off into the distance, you see almost like a dust devil, small cloud of silt that just kind of sweeps past him, and he disappears.
Oh man, that sucks.
To be fair, he was probably an illusion or something.
You are really untrustworthy, untrusting. We were talking to him, like he was there.
You can make illusions talk.
This is also the Dreamlands.
I'm just saying, you're really untrusting.
Well, that might keep one safe here. Spitzer, have you ever seen something like that? What was that all about?
See what?
Did you see the merchant?
No, I didn't see
Did
any
you hear any of
merchant.
us talking to him?
I heard you talking amongst yourselves.
Oh, well, we were not
Alright.
talking amongst ourselves. We were apparently going fucking crazy from exhaustion, speaking to an illusory merchant. So I think we should just find.
Branford walks up. I saw him. I saw him.
3 chests, a message for something. Or
What did he look like
I
to
hear.
you?
He looks like an old man carrying it's some sort of scroll and a donkey, a mule, and a cart. So
Sounds about right.
anyway,
You saw him. We saw him. You did not see him.
no, I did not see him. I'm very sorry, but I think we should probably get moving again, Kovanan.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Could we
Well, I
find a
suppose we
place
shall
to
never
bed down
know.
for the evening? It's getting dark.
I suppose we shall never know what that was about. Yes, let's continue.
Probably better for it.
Oh wait, that guy is suspicious, but the fact that this guy didn't see the one person that we finally saw in over 6 days is the one that's not suspicious. Come on now, guys, this is ridiculous.
Rocket, we did not say that it was not suspicious that he did not see him. In fact, I just said that we shall never know what it was about because we have no time, and I want to keep going.
Okay. You guys are about a day's travel outside of Zorian or Dubol. You can see the road starting to form, and one is heading to the east directly, and the other one is heading to like a southeast. And you can see in the mountains to the southeast some buildings and whatnot on the horizon built into the mountains. And to the east directly, you can see a larger city kind of like stepped into the side of a mountain as well. And you see as you look east, you see the landscape becoming greener. The hills begin to roll down into a more lush area. However, you can't see too far in that direction as it's several miles away.
Which
Which one
way do
looks
we
like it
go
has-
to get to Althar?
Just look for the nasty red storm clouds.
Well, it's still quite a ways away, so we're not going to see anything just yet. Spitzer, do you believe we should find somewhere outside of the city, out in the wilds, to camp where we can just pick right up and keep going, or should we move into the town?
I don't know. You seem a lot more familiar with this area than me, so I'll take it upon
You know,
judgment.
I don't think I am. I don't think I am. I just know that it's Zarian. What do I know about Zarian? DM, what is going on to know about Zarian?
Okay. Roll history for me.
11.
I would say that you really don't know much about it. It is an old city built into the mountains. At one point, it was a major trade city that worked and traded ore with Hatheg. But something happened at some point where the mountains of Hethekla, something happened, and it has been kind of shut down for longer than you can remember.
Shut down as in on the decline, or it might be empty right now?
Well, it's been quite some time, but last you heard of it, it was not faring very well, as its supply lines and whatnot had become cut off from Hatheg, and the population of this area was, well, they were dying.
I think we should pass it by. It's either totally empty, which means it might be occupied by horrible scavenging creatures making nests in things, or populated by a lot of desperate people who might rob us for things. So, and plus, you know, finding somewhere to sleep in the town and bedding down and waking up, but getting out of the town and blah blah blah. If we're outside, we can just pick right up and keep going. So we should stay out of the town.
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, give me another roll. What is everyone doing for the next 3 days?
Ooh, shit. Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty
Damn
fucking
good.
pretty fucking good.
All right, but before we move totally past Zarian, please remember, I woke up and there was a scorpion just like on my leg. I haven't been able to walk very well. I think I'm only just now getting over. So somebody please, I'm not good at looking for animals, so if anyone's, you know what I mean.
I guess that would be a survival check.
It would be. Does anybody want to invest in survival?
I'm gonna suck at it, but sure. Nat fucking 20 on survival.
Okay,
All right.
excellent.
And Kavanen will again focus on being stealthy and encouraging stealth.
Okay. Well, give me another performance.
20.
Very nice.
Oh.
Very, very nice. Okay. So, let me see. You guys have nature, survival,
Nature is for water again.
navigation. Yeah, so the next 3 days go pretty much without a hitch. Make sure that you have reduced your food by 6 days.
I have. I refilled my water, and I will now reduce it by 3 more.
Okay. You guys passed by the small town of Goar. It seems to be a small herder's town on the foothills of the Hethic High Desert, or the Stony Desert, at the edge of the Enchanted Wood. You pass by, you see herders herding goats. It seems pretty rustic.
Should we stop and ask if we're on the right way to Ulthar?
I would say with the 27 on the navigation tools, based upon the information that you guys were given, Sprocket feels pretty confident that you guys are well on the right track, and he actually was able to do some additional mapping with one of the lenses that he was given him to use for such a thing. As you can see, the green line there on the map represents the edge of the Enchanted Wood. He was able to map that out. And to your south, you can see the edge of the mountain range that is at the base of the High Desert.
Right. Okay. So, desert's behind us, and if Sprocket and I are correct, that would be the Enchanted Wood, which means we are in fact on the right track, because I left the Enchanted Wood when I went to Ulthar. So not only do I remember it, but I actually sort of was in there once. So yes, we are doing great.
I will say this: I wouldn't mind, having a goat. My feet are getting tired, and I could really use like a ride.
You getting tired of being a backpack monkey?
Saying that because I'm short?
I'm with the gnome. I think it would be good for all of us to sleep somewhere not on the ground for an evening. I would love to sleep in a stable over cold,
Well,
wet dirt for just one night.
This town does seem charming enough. We're probably the most dangerous thing in there. It doesn't seem it has been taken over by horrible eldritch overlords, so should be fine. Right, should be fine.
Okay.
Alright.
So on
We
the
can go in and perhaps
on your third night, you guys backtrack a little bit from the base of the foothills and head north to Gore. You guys enter the small town of Fieldstone with thatched roofs. I'd say there's probably maybe between 150 to 200 occupants in the town. As you enter, they all appear to have the same basic human features. They're short, stocky, rustic, good home folks, just Irish, small farm people, freckles, you know the type.
yes.
Almost reminds me of home.
Well, then perhaps I shall let you lead the way when we barter for places to sleep and for perhaps a goat for Sprocket.
Really? Oh man, you guys.
I don't see why not. If we can get a goat for you, we should get a goat for you.
You're a good guy. You know that?
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, I guess I'm in charge of it. Okay. That'll be fun.
Do I look rustic to you? Do I look like I don't know what a farm even is, hardly. There's animals on this side, there's plants on that side. Please, I ask you to take the charge of asking the farm folk for room and board.
Alright. Yeah. Is there a fairly larger-ish farm on the outskirts?
Well, you guys
Closer
are approaching, and it's
southern end.
close to evening. You do see a small farm on the edge of town, kind of built at the edge of a small creek. Light coming out of the windows, a bit of smoke coming out of the chimney. Someone working outside, picking up after what appears to be chickens. And in the edge of the woods, you hear a wolf howl. The person looks up and they see you.
Rose makes a disarming bow.
How disarming.
Promise you.
Roll persuasion or performance.
Disarming? What?
Oh yeah, disarming bow. You know, you try to like make them feel comfortable around you. It's a thing.
She don't want to intimidate these people.
Disarming. That sounds like an
18.
uncomfortable thing.
Okay, 18. Yeah, disarming bow. She bows and grabs her weapons. Okay, solid. She looks up at you. Hey, come out of the darkness out there. I can see it. I can see it, but
Sorry to disturb you, ma'am.
what are you getting at? There's a lot of you out there.
We are
I hope you
traveling.
guys aren't here for any trouble. We don't have anything to take.
Oh, no, ma'am. We're just wondering if we can bed down in your barn loft for the night. Been on the road for a few days.
And there is a barn in the distance a little bit, and you can see there are a couple other like outbuildings around there. Maybe there are other people that share this land with them, and they kind of share that barn with one another. We've got the granary. That's it.
Do you know somebody who could let us bed down for the night?
I mean, if you lot can say you're not going to go in there and steal anything from us, and you can be quiet, I wouldn't mind letting you bed down in the granary for the evening. You can find a spot somewhere. There should be a couple spare bales of hay or straw. You can make yourself something to sleep on, and just be out in the morning before the rest of us wake up, and there won't be any problems for you.
Alright.
She looks around at the rest of you guys.
Oh,
So does Rose.
Yep.
Sternly,
yes.
her group. Somewhat
Why
stern.
do you
Not
look?
that stern.
Why are you giving me that face? Do you think I'm? Hello. Thank you so much for your hospitality. We shall be of no trouble to you at all.
She looks back to her house. You hear like a creak. The door opens. Hey, who you talking to out there, chap? Hey! Hey, who are these people? And another smaller man kind of walks up next to her. He's probably like 3 or 4 inches shorter than she is. All right, chap, who are these people? Well, right, these are, and he points to Rose.
My name is Rose, sir.
This is Rose, and these are her friends. These are strange travelers coming out of the way of Hathak Claw, and they were asking if we had any place for them to stay for the evening, and I told them they could bed down in the old granary if they promised not to do anything. I don't know that, chap. I don't think the rest of everyone is
promise
going to
you
be
won't
happy
have
with a stranger sleeping out there in the old granary.
We promise to be out of your hair in the morning. We got a place to be on a somewhat tight schedule, but most of my people are exhausted.
There's been a lot of
Maybe
strange
softer
things
day
flying
for
around
them.
here in the sky. It's just getting real dangerous. What do you...
Yeah, we'd like to avoid them if possible.
He looks around at everyone. Give me a group persuasion.
Do each of us persuade, or somebody persuades for the group?
Everyone persuades, and then I take the average.
Sprocket starts to bat his eyelashes.
Do I need to roll
What?
again, or
Ooh.
no?
Yeah, you could roll again.
Aaron gives a thumb up.
Good thing to roll again with the nat 20 Rose. You make up for Sprocket. Ah, yeah, that wee one over there. He looks real creepy. Look at him. He looks like one of them lang folk. I will see a tail spread out from there, his ears grow, and his forehead will get as big as his head. And she looks back at him. All right, Rat, go inside.
Don't you listen to him, Sprocket. You're going to go into that forehead.
All right.
Sprocket's hands go to his forehead.
He goes inside. Chip, as you've heard her called now. All right, well, it's a pleasure coming across your path. I hope I don't see you in the morning. Old
All right.
5-head Sprocket.
Thank you,
Okay, so when you read my joke on air, they're going to think it was your idea.
Kovanen said that. Anyway, so you guys sleep through the evening, and everything's okay.
All right, so they want us out of the way, Sprocket, as soon as possible. So maybe if we find a goat guy on the way out, we'll talk to them. That was a grain thing, so not
Yeah,
a
you're
goat
in the
farm.
granary, and there are actually some stalls in there with some animals. There is a mule. There are several goats. They appear to be milking goats. Maybe you
What
see
are they
like
milking?
the goats. 5 goats of milking.
Oh dear God, no! I have avoided that song all holiday. No.
Yeah, I haven't heard it at all. So, you guys wake up the next morning. It's dusk. Spitzer's going around, kind of shaking everyone.
It's dawn?
It's pre-dawn,
Okay.
false dawn.
Dire dawn.
Rose is also up. I mean, she's habitually up before dawn anyway.
All right, Sprocket, where are we
Well,
going, buddy?
Dawn should stop sleeping in.
Uh,
Kovanen?
So funny. Yes, I am
Okay.
awake. I'm
Give
ready.
Me, give me another roll, everybody. Tell me what you're doing for the next 3 days.
We're just powering right through this thing.
Sprocket rolled a 13 because he's still upset that his forehead might be really big.
It's just that much more room for your brain.
You know what? I'm going to give you advantage on this roll because for the next 3 days, it would be really hard to fuck this up considering that you have a lot of this already pre-mapped out. So,
Okay.
Again,
nice.
26.
Yeah, I'll take the average of those 2 rolls. But yeah.
yes, Kovanen is, again, staying stealthy, trying to inspire others to stay stealthy.
Okay.
Marin is trying to figure out why this is called the Enchanted Wood.
Okay. So let's get everybody. And Rose is doing survival. All right. Stealth.
DM, do you still want performance or stealth?
Survival.
Yeah, you
Okay, so nobody was able to recover any sort of food or anything like that. Although, Rose, what are you
I would
doing
have
with your
had
survival?
survival,
What are you doing with that?
finding food and water and other things like that.
Are you doing anything to like try to protect the group? You know, like what is your what's your main focus of this? It's just to get things to survive off of?
Yeah, I mean, I know she would have been out of the barn or the granary before the other people woke up, but if she encounters somebody on the trail that might have some food,
Okay.
she might
I would say
buy
that
some.
with some foraging rolls, some easy foraging and finding of water, you guys passed by a creek, and you were able to find some tubers, some berries, things like that, an assortment of wilderness food for you guys to live off of over the next 3 days as you're surviving.
I will not reduce the number of food and water rations.
Sprocket, you were able to keep everybody in line on the road, keeping off of the mountains and the enchanted wood. And Marin, through your naturalistic study of the arcane nature of the enchanted wood, you have discovered that there is some variety of mycelial fungal life that grows throughout the enchanted wood and kind of grows out into the area surrounding it that affects the nature of the entire wood itself. There's just this network of mushrooms and different fungal bodies that
So it's literal magic mushrooms.
literal magic mushrooms that kind of interconnect everything within the enchanted wood.
Interesting.
All right. So,
does Marin share that
And-
with the rest of the group?
And
Yeah, she-
Kovanen,
okay, let's start with Rose.
and Kovanen's role, again, Kovanen was being stealthy, inspiring those to be stealthy. Do you want a performance roll or a stealth roll? You said the word stealth earlier, even though it was performance. So,
Oh yeah, performance, my fault. If you're working with everybody, teaching them. Although I feel like by this point, it's been several days, but it's still a pretty solid fucking roll. So yeah. Okay, cool. You're able to teach. Good job.
right.
But yes, to answer Rose's question, Marin would be sharing this information whether the group wanted her to or not.
So, as Rose is foraging, she is going to be very respectful of what she's foraging from. Very thankful.
That's good to know.
Don't eat the shrooms.
That could potentially change things. However, I'm going to need you guys to give me 3 rolls, 3 random D100 rolls. So, who wants to do the first one?
I do.
Well, Sprocket did it first.
I'll do a second.
I got the third one.
Okay.
Meriden, I didn't know it was magical fungus that grew everywhere in the enchanted wood. I spent a considerable amount of time in there. Never knew it was, a network of whatever right under my feet.
I mean, well, did you ever, stop and look? Try and figure it out?
We're in the Dreamlands. Everything's just magic. I never thought it was the mushrooms or the fungus.
So, you pass
Oh.
an elderly man on the road heading towards Ulthar. He has a cane. He's hunched over, and he is complaining about his back hurting. As you guys approach him, he turns towards you. Oh, hello. Pardon me, but would you be so kind as to escort me the rest of the way to Ulthar? My back is killing me.
I wouldn't object, as long as the rest of my party doesn't.
Oh, gods, how fast can you walk?
He appears to be walking very slowly.
How much do you weigh?
Forget.
I don't know. Not much. One of you could easily carry me, I'm sure.
No, I was
How big
gonna
does-
put you
How
in
big
the.
does this guy look?
I don't
Oh,
know.
holding?
He's like 150 pounds. He's a tall, skinny, old man. Please, if one of you would be so kind as just to give me a shoulder for support, I would
I mean, I
greatly
certainly
appreciate it.
could. Can I divine sense him?
Sure.
So,
You can just do that.
yeah, it's not a spell slot, but it is. I only get 3 per long rest, so I've only got 2 more uses before we wake up in the real world.
I don't think you have to ask permission.
What kind of sense do I get off this guy?
Read exactly what it says to me if you don't mind.
All right, hold on for a second.
Anybody
As
else?
an action, I can detect good and evil. Until the end of my next turn, which it doesn't really apply in this case, I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. I can use this feature a number of 3 times per long rest. And there's more to it that Kavanen just put up in the chat if you want to read over it.
Celestial fiend or undead?
Yeah, I mean, he's not celestial fiend or undead. And as far as being good or evil, you can't, there's no distinguishing good or evilness to him either.
Although, Rose, you might want to take another look through your features, because if I remember correctly, Oath of the Watchers Paladins eventually add aberrations to that list. So I don't know if you would have that yet at 8th level, though.
I don't think I do because it's not on my sheet, but I can double check.
He's also not an aberration, just in case it does. All
Doesn't say
outward
anything about-
appearances, he looks to be some kind of humanoid.
All right. Well, Rose, if you want, you can put more of your, your stuff to the bag of holding. We'll take it out when we need it for camp time, and then put him in your baby Bjorn, and we move on.
Okay. All right.
Rose,
Um,
what? We'll let her.
Yeah, let me say my thing. But yeah, she will ask if the gentleman objects, and when she does hand her stuff to Sprocket for the bag of holding, she makes sure to block the line of sight into the bag of holding as she's putting it in.
Okay. He doesn't seem concerned.
I mean, there's also something in that bag of holding that she doesn't want.
I don't think the bag of
outsiders
holding
to
can
see.
be looked into anyway, because you have to think of the thing when you reach in. So
Rose,
It's
he walks up
fine.
next to you and he
Okay.
reaches an arm over your shoulder, and his other is on the cane, and he just starts walking alongside of you.
Yeah, as he's walking alongside, she is going to pass on 5 points of her lay on hands to help him.
He
Maybe.
appears to be in perfect health. He's just very old.
5 HP. The 5 HP expenditure can also cure a disease or neutralize a poison. Just
Sure.
like on a thing. If it doesn't affect it, she still spends the.
Yeah, no,
points
unfortunately,
just
to
be
get rid of
safe side.
arthritis, you'd probably need greater restoration.
I think you should crack his back.
No.
He appears to be pretty
Sir, though,
fragile. Very
if you don't
old.
object, I can carry you. No, sir.
No, if you carry me, it just hurt. It's just much better if I'm able to walk. If you pick me up, my brittle old bones might just snap in your grip.
why are you going to Ulthar? Why are you in the middle of nowhere?
I'm from Ulthar. I'm traveling from Guar. I have family there.
I have to be honest with you. Ulthar is not a very good place to be right now for people who are fragile.
Well, perhaps you could take me too near then, and I'll wait for things to blow over. It's not far out of the way. It's maybe 2 or 3 days less travel at my speed.
I don't. Kavanen looks at the Edgewalkers. Do you see him, at least? You know that... Can you see him?
They look around and they kind of nod at each other. Spitzer looks back at you. Yes, I believe we can all see him. He walks
You
up to
didn't
the man.
seem... Spitzer, you didn't seem put off by that question at all, so it's rather common for only a few people to see things, then. I take it.
No, it was just odd that before we were walking through the desert and you saw someone, at the beginning of the week, and none of us saw it, so...
No. You're a liar.
Well, I mean, Branford saw it, but I didn't see it.
Exactly.
Branford nods. So we've been kind of communicating, sharing what we see and what we don't, since.
I wondered if there's been a lot of things that you have seen that we have not seen, but we would never know it because you don't speak to us.
Nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we were in the village, and of course we. He looks at them, and they shake their head. No, nothing.
All
I
right.
want to insight them.
Go ahead.
Are they telling me the truth?
Roll insight.
24.
Absolutely not. They saw something.
What did you see?
Spitzer looks at you. What
I
do
know
you
you're
mean?
lying.
What do you mean? Lying?
You saw something. What did you see?
He looks back.
If
at
it's
them.
dangerous, you should tell us.
Fine. Yesterday, as we were passing by the Enchanted Wood, well, I did not see it, but Brownford and Howler saw these strange... He looks back at them. Brownford walks forward. I saw a creature wearing clothing like a man, but it looked like some sort of rodent. It had
Did it have,
whiskers,
like,
like
the whiskers?
tentacles.
Like face, little fleshy whiskers.
They were following us through the entire time we were by the Enchanted Wood.
That doesn't surprise me. Do you recognize those things? Do you know what those are?
Perhaps I have seen them before, but I cannot say I know what they are. But they do look familiar.
Why is it that you know? Never mind. Yes, they're fine. They're just paranoid and probably territorial. Zoog, if it rings a bell.
Spitzer nods his head. Well, at least it wasn't all in my head. Well, their heads. I heard something.
Well, I mean,
but
I can't tell you whether or not they were hallucinating the Zoog, but I know that Zoog are in the Enchanted Wood for a fact.
the
unless
old
I
man
can
is looking at you guys having this conversation. Everyone knows Zoog live in the Enchanted Wood. It's just, where are you all from?
Quite
Not
far
here,
away.
unfortunately.
Well,
So yes, it's no surprise that Zoog are in the Enchanted Wood, but I'm wondering why some of us haven't seen them. or why some of us haven't seen some things, and why there would be a discrepancy at all.
Well, they were clearly trying to disguise themselves. They were acting in stealth.
Well, let's just use this as a learning thing to never lie to us again.
Yeah, well, stop lying.
Because that could have been really dangerous if the Zoog were out to hurt us and you didn't tell us. We could have all
And I have-
died.
All
right.
Hold
I have a
on.
bit of rapport with some of the Zoog. I might have run some interference and smoothed it over should they have had ill intent.
How about this? All of us. Next time somebody sees something, mention it to the rest of the group so we can figure out if it's, Dreamland's shenanigans or if it's natural threat.
Fine, I'll communicate better. It's very different. I'm not used to sharing everything with outsiders.
Are you single?
What?
Rocket?
He looks back at Bramford. He looks back at you.
Rocket, that is not an appropriate question.
What kind of
I
question
don't-
is that, little man?
I'm just saying, if you're single, it would probably explain a lot, since you have like really bad communication skills.
Oh.
Kit, that's not very
That is
nice.
funny. That joke crosses the cultural barrier, I think, quite well. The old man turns back to you. Can we please get on the road? I move very, very slowly, and
I thought we were walking, to be fair. Like
It
walking
wasn't
and talking is a
specified.
thing.
yes, you keep
It wasn't
stopping to
specified.
talk and turning around, and it's slowing us down.
No, you are slowing us down.
Oh, young man. Just pats you on the shoulder.
Never hurts to be
Don't do that, and I'm not very young, actually.
All right.
He's probably
bio
about
break.
as old as you.
Let's do the bio break. Let's do it.
all right.
I have been doing it.
Oh God.
Gross.
I'll be right back.
Be right back.
BRB.
Anybody ever seen that episode of That 70s Show where they have to hold their hand on the side of the van the longest to win it?
No,
Well, I guess you're
but
the only
I've
one
never
left.
seen that 70s show.
Yeah, you're the only one here left in here, so no, you wouldn't have seen it. So I don't know why I asked.
I think there's a musical about that though.
Almost.
It's the same concept.
There is no That 70s Show musical. They had a
Yeah.
musical episode, but
Yeah, I'm not talking about that 70s show. I know that there's a musical about
so
a
you
bunch
just
of
changed
people-
the subject in the middle of the sentence.
no.
I'm talking about That 70s Show, and then you ask a musical about that, but it's not about That 70s Show?
It's about that situation. To putting your hands in the car, whoever stays there the longest wins. I know there's a musical like that. That's what I was talking about.
Would there be a musical about just that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I want you to think about why that would exist while I take my break.
Will do.
All right, friends.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Hello.
Mmm. Treats.
I could go with a nice sharp cheddar with my buñuelos.
Oh yeah. Cheese.
y'all gross ass cheese eaters.
I am not an ass cheese eater.
Oh my. You know what? No, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
What, ash cheese?
Not touching it.
Good move. Good move. Yeah, I'm a fruitarian, so you know I eat cheese and milk and honey. You know.
I am an omnivore.
You're a fruitarian?
Fruitarian.
The
Yeah.
thing that gave Steve Jobs pancreatic cancer? Pancreatic cancer?
Is that what gave him pancreatic cancer, or being a fruitarian?
Something like that.
I feel like it's probably
It is.
that was probably something genetic.
Sorry, fruitarian. He was a fruitarian diet.
How would they give someone pancreatic cancer?
I don't know. Ashton Kutcher tried it, and he had pancreas problems when he was taking on the role for the
Yeah.
movie,
Dang.
That's the funny bit about it. Oh,
and that's how he died.
Huh. I need to look up and make sure that I'm not doing it wrong.
Did you say fruitarian or fructarian?
Fruitarian.
Oh yeah.
he eats only fruit.
Well, I mean, there's different like things. It's like fruiting bodies. So, like, the idea is that you eat something that replenishes itself. You know, like nuts, like corn, milk, cheese, eggs.
Almost all foods.
No, you don't eat the plant that it grows off of. Is ass a fruiting body? Oh God, Zazie. That's disgusting. Yes, it is. But I'm not a copperfish, so I'm not really into that.
Oh,
I didn't want
God.
to say it on air, but I thought it was funny.
It is funny. And asses are the most prevalent of fruiting bodies.
How about we play D&D?
Everyone has at least one.
Yeah,
Some people have two.
I better cut this out.
Thank you. I said at least one, and then you said some have two.
Hey,
Oh,
so
Oh, they talk out of the other one.
oof. Hey, Steve, are you back? Steve, Mr. Steve,
You gotta give him a chance to answer.
Steve.
Yeah, I said I was.
Sweet.
He's been typing.
Okay. Oh wow. All right.
I say we could roll a lot more d20s and listen to the DM talk until 1 a.m.
You guys are almost there. This annoying part's almost over. So, I'm going to have you guys roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days worth of travel. So, Sprocket, through your expert navigation, you've identified that it should take about 5 more days to get to Ulvar. However, as you guys are traveling, you notice that this old man is taking forever. On your first day of travel, staying with him, you realize it took you, I don't know, 3 days to cover the distance that you would have normally covered in 1 day.
At what point could we have identified that and instead decided to do something different than waste 3 days doing 1 day of travel?
I would say after the first day.
Well, I suppose at camp after that first day, while we're away from the old man making him camp on the edge. All right, everyone, this is taking a frustratingly long time with his old knees.
Can't carry him. You got an idea?
Kill him.
No.
Kill him. But what if we all just wait until he's asleep, and then we pack up and leave?
We give him some rations, and we just tell him he's taking too fucking long. Wish him luck.
It's definitely.
Even do I know if we're near any form of settlement or town or something at all?
Okay, yes, you guys are near the town of Teloth, which is another mining town built into the side of the mountains off of the Avalonian plains.
How much of a detour would that be?
About a half of a day for normal travel, but it would be about
A day and a half at this rate.
a day and a half.
What if Sprocket makes him a map, and then we still leave, and we leave it with him with the extra
You can ask me
rations if we
whatever
do
you
give him
want,
that.
but until you try to do it, you're gonna have to RP
I'm
it out.
proposing it to the group.
My fault.
That was me proposing it.
Yeah, we're just. Alright, that's an option. We can wait till he wakes up and let him know that the direction to Teloth. Because so that he can bide his time there safely. Because as you and I all know, Ulthar is not safe for able-bodied people, who are young, much less him. He shouldn't be in Ulthar.
I mean, to be fair, like, I feel like he knows where he's going. You know, he was already walking. It's just that he wanted us to, like, take him. He wanted us to go with him and keep him safe. But this is really taking forever. We can be there in about 5 days. With him with us, it'll take like 10.
That's a lot.
15.
That is an absolute.
Yeah. No, we don't have that time.
We do not. I don't
Did
want
you
to
guys
just
hear
leave
that?
him in the middle of the night, let him wake up on his own. He'll be frightened, confused. So in the morning, I propose we encourage him to just go to Teloth and wait it out, because Ulthar is fucked. It's his best option anyway, so.
I mean, we do have 4 people with us. Wondering how close are Spitzer and the others as we're talking?
Oh, they're in their camp. I don't know, 20 feet away, maybe 25 feet away.
Rosen's gonna get Spitzer's attention and then point to her head, hoping he gets the idea of, like, hey, I'd like to talk. You don't have to talk out loud.
Yeah, you hear in your mind. Yes.
We're gonna leave the old guy probably in the morning. I don't want to, but we have a timetable. I don't think we can afford this pace. And this is through that connection if she can respond via her own thoughts.
It's up to you. Kovanen's leading the expedition.
Yes. Do you think any of the two of your people would be willing to at least take him to Teloth? I know it's nearby.
I don't really feel like that's in. Well, if we get separated from you,
You know your people.
we may not be able to find a way to where we're going. It's not in our best
That's fair.
interest.
That's fair. So, I mean, I don't like doing it, but at the same time, can't let kindness, and this is more for me than for y'all, can't let kindness slow us down. Ugh,
Like I said, it's up
don't
to you.
being this conflicted.
We're going to get to sleep though, so please.
Yeah, pleasant dreams, and if you hear anything, let me know.
Indeed.
Okay, what did you just say to him while you were staring so awkwardly?
I told him what the plan was. Can't afford to send half the party with them, so it's going to be leaving the old guy behind.
Okay, it is decided. In the morning, we shall tell him to fuck off to Teloth, safely, of course, because it is safer there than Orthar's fuck. He doesn't understand that, really, but he's going to have to. I hope he doesn't, meet an unfortunate end in Teloth.
I'm hoping he is as he says he is. To him, just a simple, injured old man. This is a Dreamlands Kovanen.
I know.
I got strangled by a barkeeper earlier.
What if he's a witch and he comes back later and he's like, you didn't help me in my time of need, and she curses us or something. Well, I don't have a way to determine whether or not he's actually real beyond poking him, so it's a gamble and we'll have to take it.
Do you want me to
Okay,
walk over and poke him?
No.
No. I can't afford to waste 10 additional days.
Who knows what's going on over on the other side while we're doing this?
Right, so, morning, time to go to Teloth. We give him food. That's it.
Can you draw him a map?
Probably
Between
not.
the two of you?
Oh, I don't know.
You guys could actually see where it was, built into the side of the mountain in the distance. It's not that far away. It's like 15 miles away from you guys. He's just really, really slow.
Right, plan? We have a plan. Agreed?
Yeah. It's either he agrees to be carried if he doesn't want to leave us, or we leave him to Teloth.
Sure, fine. Right, plan. I go to bed.
Okay. Next morning, everyone wakes up. The old man is just sitting there warming his hands by the fire. Apparently, he got it going in the morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Nate, what is your name? Who are you? What is your name, by the
Hi,
way?
my name is Nathan.
Nathan.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Nathan, I believe we have to ask you to either consent to being carried
Oh,
or to
no,
make your way to
it's
Teloth.
too painful. Absolutely not. I can't handle that, especially for as long as a distance we have to go. It would be unbearable.
Yes, unbearable. Tell me about it. Well, I must again tell you that Othar is incredibly dangerous right now, and you should not be there. So we are going to ask you to travel to Teloth.
Young man, I'm quite well aware of the possibilities of danger in Ulthar. I was born there, and I've been through many ages of strife with Enolthar. And I will not
Madam.
go to Teloth. No. The place is full of hooligans and mountain people. It's not for people like me.
Unfortunately for you, we do have a tighter timetable than we can keep with you.
I know I'm slow, but I promise you I'll make it well worth your while if you just take me there. Please.
Have you ever heard of an overlord?
Like a person that, like an overseer?
No, something a little worse than that.
DM, do I see any hint of like the actual recognition in his eyes? And he's like being coy or something.
Roll insight. Nat 20?
Natural 20 for 21.
No, not at all. In fact, he seemed to like glaze over a little bit as you were talking about something that was like so foreign to him. It's almost as if you were speaking a different language. He didn't even know what you were saying, actually.
Okay, do you know what a demon is?
Yes.
Alright.
there's-
Think
Great.
of your average. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, pesky little things. Make a mess inside of your cinder box. You know,
Okay, think of one about 10 times that size and about 100 times more powerful. That's an overlord.
yeah, that
Unless you've got a
does-
better explanation, Kovanen.
It does sound very,
Ulthar is fucked. It is most of the way destroyed by floods and horrible giant terrible creatures that will kill you. Do not go to Ulthar anytime soon. We really, really need to leave.
roll persuasion.
15.
Young man, I really appreciate you looking out for me. And
Great, then you understand the importance of what I'm saying. Then.
that's a very compelling argument, but I have my business I must attend to there. It's very, very important.
And I think you'll have to attend to that business on your own. Because we
No.
can't afford to.
Please.
We can't.
What is your business? What are you
beg
attending to?
I have to go and attend to my family.
Your family's probably dead.
No,
Merritt.
they need me. I can feel it.
What
You can-
other names? And once we're done with what we need to get done in Ulfar, we can check on.
What are the names? Do
Yes.
you have any idea how big Ulthar is? It's a massive
I
do.
city. How are you going
Population's
to
reduced
find
by
them
about
by the
90
names?
Does it matter? What other names?
Oh, there's my daughter Tal, my son.
What are their last names that they share among them?
We are of the family Sky. We were landed here once.
We shall keep an eye out for the Sky family. And, well, I don't actually know what we're going to do once we find them, if we find them, but
We can
I
make
know
sure
it's...
they're safe and we can send them on the way to Telok.
Please, don't leave me here alone.
Oh,
Please,
fuck me.
I beg you. I know
Come on,
it'll take
guys.
extra
We
time.
should just leave.
If you, I
We
promise you, I'll make it well worth your
An
time.
extra 10 days for Orthod to get even further fucked than it already is. And you won't just be carried.
Well, if it's as bad
How
as
is
you
how is
say,
being
what's another
carried
week?
more painful than
there is more
Just
than Ulfar
walking.
at stake.
I'm fragile. You could snap my bones just by lifting me. Walking itself is a horrible chore. There's no one else
Where did he say he was walking from?
from Gore.
How far away was Gore from where we were? Is that the village that we spent the night in?
Yeah.
just farm.
For him, it's like 10 days. I'm sorry, yeah, probably between 6 and 10 days to get back.
How long were you on the road from Gore before we found you?
I don't know, 10 days, perhaps, somewhere around there. I don't really keep track.
I say we. Well, I think you are probably closer to Gore than you are to Ulthar. So,
Definitely.
Great. I encourage you to go seek safety in Gore, where you are safe and sheltered, which is not the case in Ulthar. Again, you will die there. Let's give him some things. I don't know, an extra bedroll or something, or plenty of food.
He's just
And
shaking his head
not
no.
wasting time.
We have a delivery we need to make. Now, either I can be gentle, carry you. Pretty sure we can make a leader or something. Or we have to leave you behind, unfortunately.
I promise it will be worth it. Please.
I don't think
What
it
are you
will be
promising?
worth it to be that as late as we're going to be. Won't be worth it.
What are you promising to begin with, anyway?
I don't know. I will go into my coffers and find something. We have many things of value in our repositories. We landed once, you know.
Not anymore, because Ulthar is gone. There's no more land. There's no more coffers. There's no more. There's not a bank. You can't make withdrawals. You can't deposit things. There are no merchants. There's no markets. There are no streets or buildings or businesses.
Temple's gone. That one big one up on the hill.
Well, that's why I said you
Not the old
just
faith.
take me to
It's
near.
gone.
Take me to near, and I will find that there are distant family relatives there, and I could hire someone to help me search out my family amongst the ruins of Ulthar. Like, near.
Where is near?
It's
It is far, actually.
Yeah.
It's between here and Ulthar, but it's closer to Ulthar than it is to us right now.
That's right. It's probably I don't know, a week, maybe
A month.
maybe between a week or two of travel for me from here. For
I
you,
think
I'm
we should
sure.
just leave.
Young lady, if you were old, you would understand.
Sir, if you knew the weight of what we were carrying and what we're trying to do, you would understand.
He just shakes his head. Do what you must.
All right. See you later.
Here's some. Okay, I'm out of breath talking and doing stupid accent. I give him some more food. I give him my bedroll so he can stay extra comfortable.
We should give him Sprocket's bedroll.
I do not want you.
No, we're not gonna be
pity.
that mean.
Keep your things. Leave me.
All right, well then, you hardhead. I tried.
What? A bedroll?
Yes,
Well,
for when you have
A
to
piece
sleep
of
on the road.
cloth
Duh.
is supposed to be my condolence.
It's pitiful condolence, and I know that. But we have work we need
I've
to do.
begged.
It is time sensitive.
Just leave.
Wait. I have an idea. I have an
Now
idea.
you have an
Okay.
idea. What?
Yeah. Okay. No. Well. All right. So here. Okay. Let's go to Ulthar and then when we finish what we gotta do, we come back for him, but we come with like horses and a goat, and take him.
Goat.
Yeah, goat for me. Duh.
Oh. I think you'd fit a pony better.
Yeah,
You know,
Spitzer
goat
just,
pony.
You can see Spitzer in the background just shaking his head no. There's no way to
Shut
go.
up, Spencer. I don't like you.
He says in your head, there's no way back.
I don't trust you. Actually,
I don't
actually no.
trust you.
In Sprocket's head, his thought voice sounds like, I don't trust you.
Trying to sound like Lucy. Oh my goodness.
More like
That's
Lucky.
Like,
Well, it's decided. You won't take the help we've offered, so you're on your own again. Goodbye. And I hope that we are leaving now, finally.
Kavanan, as you walk and leave him, he's sitting on a rock, and he flicks 2 fingers out at you, and the symbol of the evil eye. May you never walk again. And then he coughs and leans over. When you're old, you'll understand.
So again, is the group walking away?
Yes.
I want to
Yes.
move on. I the player,
Yes.
want to leave him behind finally forever.
Yes. I, the player, double that.
Okay. Everyone,
Narrate
as
something
you,
else.
everyone, as you walk away, I need you to make a whiz save.
See, something bad because he's not just a stupid old man.
and if you're within 10 feet of me, which I highly encourage, you do get a +2 to that.
Ivanin has 13.
Jeez.
26 from Marin.
How much do I get? For-
You would have a 5, Sprocket.
oh god. I don't think it's enough.
All right.
My
You
legs.
guys are on the road again. All right. I need everyone to make your rolls for the next 3 days. Actually, I said 5 days. My fault. What do you
Yeah,
guys
so
do?
the next 4 days then?
You guys really didn't make a full day's travel because you're moving at a third of your normal rate. So it's still approximately.
Yes, but you said
5
after the first day's travel we
Right.
would know that he was taking too long.
Right. So you still have 5 days left.
Still only covered a third of the distance.
Yeah.
Do I still roll at advantage?
You're actually coming out into the area that has not been mapped by your awesome rolls yet.
Damn it.
So you no longer have advantage on these rolls.
Okay.
17 is not bad though. It's good enough to find basic directions.
Ivanin will be stealthy. He trusts everyone else. Can I just roll my stealth and not performance now?
Sure.
How confident is Kovanen about everybody else's ability to keep their mouths shut and to walk quietly?
Probably pretty confident. And this area seems to be a lot less,
Woo!
a lot less going on.
Stealth roll 28.
Nice, very good. Marin's nature check.
We're all pretty familiar with this kind of wood, right?
Well, I mean, other than the fact that you're in a supernatural, extra-dimensional plane of existence, sure.
Trying to decide between athletics for the endurance bit or survival to, ration extend. How are we doing on those? We're doing pretty good, right?
Yeah, we're actually doing pretty damn good.
So yeah, I'm going to go with the endurance route because somebody might need a hand
Sure.
or a shoulder.
Excellent. Okay, let's do it. 14.
14.
Yeah, not good, not great. All right, on your first
Not
night
great, but-
sleeping,
Better than my sword.
Kovanen and Sprocket, you both have
Yeah.
nightmares that you can no longer walk.
It's terrible.
Okay. So I need both of you guys to make a con save.
The RA is still effective even when Rose is asleep.
Okay. Con save. Plus 2, 11, plus 2, 13.
All right, Sprocket and Kovanen, when you wake up the next morning, your legs will not move.
Does he just walk around inconveniencing people and then make them suffer when the two. What is this? Come on.
Kovanen,
Kovanen's like trying to.
you gather that
Okay.
it was actually the nightmare that caused this, and not necessarily what he did to you. He incepted you.
Legs. My leg. Ah!
Well, I still think that's him doing it to me, but I guess that's neither here nor there.
Right. But it's not a spell he cast on you or anything of the sort. You just believed it was, and the nightmares and the dreamlands made it manifest.
Oh, did I believe it was?
Well, your body did. Your movement is
Well,
0. So I guess Rose can carry one of you guys while she's on.
Well,
the...
let's okay, Rose, did you have your magical hands or something? He got so mad at me that he gave me nightmares that I couldn't walk.
I mean,
You mean? Do you have anything?
I could try lesser restoration, but I can't guarantee it's gonna work. So.
Okay, well, first, okay, all right, okay. No, I'm done.
make sure you spend
Alright,
the
I'm
spell
done
slots.
Panicking. I'm. Hold on. I'm done. I'm done panicking. I'm done freaking out. Let me just think about it for a moment. I'm gonna try as hard as I can to think as hard as I can that I can walk, because of course I can walk. I'm a normal person with 2 normal legs, and I've walked my whole life. Until I. Since I learned to walk, I've been walking my entire life. It's a simple fact, and I hope, as hard as I can, that it works.
Okay.
I can walk now. Thank you.
Roll your dreamlands proficiency.
So my spellcasting mod with proficiency.
Yep.
Is that okay? Well, this plus 3, 22.
Okay, so your legs slowly regain feeling and are able to move again.
Brockton is punching his thighs.
I didn't want to have to teleport every 30 feet for every 6 seconds. That would have been as exhausting as walking, and a bit more annoying, I think. Kovanen will get up to his knees and shuffle over towards Sprocket. His leg's still pretty numb and tingly. Okay, Sprocket. You have a great mind, right? You invent
Yeah.
things.
Uh-huh.
You have great ideas. You're growing more and more confident these days. I can see it. I can hear it. Can you believe once upon a time you were bullied by those stupid students in the university?
How the hell do you know about that?
Did you not tell everyone? I don't know.
You
Who
know.
did he tell? He told
You
Eli.
know. You're there.
He told Eli. My apologies. Anyway, Rocket, yes, you are growing more and more confident these days. So now more than ever, I need you to be confident that you are able-bodied again.
Yes,
Seems
Sprocket.
silly.
Roll your spellcasting modifier, your spellcasting without
yeah.
proficiency. I guess it would be int.
Okay.
His rousing speech makes you aware that you can believe that you can walk. 18. You matched it. Let's roll off one more time. You and me. D20. Just a regular D20. Ready?
Damn.
Ah, you motherfucker.
Shit.
All right. You guys walk. So, over the next 5 days, you guys make your way through the Avalonian plains. You go past you go past Near, you cross the bridge on the way to Ulthar as you cross the river sky. In the sky above Ulthar, you see the clouds with the red lightning and all of that madness that's going on there. And something's happening. Can I get perception from everyone?
Something's happening, so simple yet so ominous.
15 from Rose.
22.
Nice.
You said we cross the bridge, or like we see it and approach it?
I mean, this bridge is a massive stone bridge. It's got it has large columns holding it up as it crosses the river sky, and it's probably a mile wide bridge. It's
I think calling it a bridge is kind of downplaying it, simplifying a little bit. This is just a landform. This is
it's
a
constructed by
geological feature.
it's constructed.
Call it by its proper, real world name, the Big Damn Bridge.
Big Dam Bridge. It is the River Sky Bridge, or the Sky Bridge.
That's a fucking bridge. All right.
Okay, just wanted to make sure because I knew Ulthar was on the river, but it seemed far away. But
Right.
if this bridge is that
So,
wide,
yeah,
I can only imagine how long it is.
As you come to the edge of the bridge, of the River Sky, you see the port butting up to where the bridge touches the river, and there's probably another day's travel as you pass around a large river inlet that goes around the walls to the main entrance of Ulthar. Let me check everyone's rolls. Sprocket. As you approach, you're able to pick out the form of a small body flying over top of the city. Its eyes and mouth come alight. This indigo light begins to flash in its eyes and its mouth and shines out of it and creates this beam, and it just cuts through 100 Bayaki, killing all of them. And then it lands on the roof of a structure, and you see it fighting hand in hand with some of these mind flares and blasting them with its eye beams, and it takes off into the sky, and you're able to kind of see the form of it. It's feline, but almost humanoid with wings. It takes off into the air, and from the water, you see this massive form, and all of you guys can see this from the edge, of a body raising from underneath the surface of the water, and it begins to break, and water pours over the shoulders of this massive star spawn that comes out of the water. Tentacles writhing, water pouring down its face, all of its down its back. It's just this massive, dark violet, magenta colored beast, eyes growing bright green. It takes off into the air, and it just absolutely dwarfs the size of this sphinx that you're able to make out at this point. It waves an arm out to slash and crush at the sphinx, and it just kind of goes by it. The sphinx zips up and down and past and just cuts through it, blasting it with its eye beam and cutting back through it again and eye beaming it again. You can see armies of cats, just ranks of them, going across rooftops, across the land, kind of forming together and jumping onto this massive creature that is now trudging onto the shore, and it's just they're doing nothing to it.
And we gotta get to the temple fast.
All right, so don't be alarmed. Wait, what? Why are you nervous? I didn't even tell you anything yet.
Oh, wait, I'm
Because
pretty
I can
sure-
see that happening. because the DM said we could see the giant
Yeah, you can
star
see the
spore.
giant
see the
thing.
giant
They
creature
could
at the
probably
very least.
make out some of it going on.
I don't know what it's doing. or what
Okay.
It's attacking, but we gotta run now.
We have to.
I
Well,
just
there's
had-
a cat.
A good idea.
All right, well, screw me, I guess. Go ahead.
Sorry. If Sprocket, if you give Kovanen the bag, I can haste Kovanen, and he can run fast enough to get to the temple. Like way fast, faster
I
than the rest
can-
of us.
You know I can make him invisible, right?
I mean, do that too.
That
Make
will
him.
work.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haste him. You make him invisible. We give him the bag, and we send Kovanen off.
These are very good ideas. They are valid, and I'm glad you thought of them. But isn't that the Sphinx who wanted us to give them the thing? The Sphinx is I don't know of any other Sphinxes, but they are with an army of cats right now, swarming over this huge, terrible thing. Which leads me to believe that it is the Sphinx that told us to give them the egg, and we have the egg, but the Sphinx is up there, and I can't give them the...
You can at least get to the temple faster than we can, so if that is the Sphinx, it might sense you on their grounds.
And didn't you say something about like teleporting? Man, you're gonna be like
Teleport into the air.
unstoppable. It's ridiculous.
I can only teleport very short distances at a time, and it's not... I don't really know what to do. I look at the Edgewalkers. What are they doing? What are they doing?
They are just following your lead. They're not really, engaging at all. They may be
Alright.
talking amongst
Hey.
themselves. You don't know.
Wow. Well, I look
We
at
can-
them. Go ahead, Rose. Go ahead.
We can buy you enough time. I think it's the safest bet to get to the temple, because if that's not Loqua themselves, it's a relative. They're gonna have somebody in the temple that's gonna tell you what's going on.
I can
You can get back to-
certainly hope. Yes, yes, I am absolutely willing to do these things and rush ahead and get to the temple first.
We will catch up as soon as we can. Here, before you take off, I'm gonna shield
Oh,
you.
wait a moment. Spitzer, is that Loqua? The Sphinx? I can't really make it out from here very well. How many Sphinxes are there? What are the odds that that's Loqua? And if I go to the temple, are we supposed to give this to Loqua?
Yes. And yes. I don't know. We can try.
Okay, well then, if we're supposed to get this to the Sphinx, they look rather occupied at the moment, and so I don't know what to do with this. I thought this was the thing to do to, save things.
Maybe. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna be at the temple to give you further instructions.
It's a pretty
Maybe they have
powerful
some way of
assumption.
activating that egg.
I think at this point, our best bet would be just to flip.
To
Flip?
go back to wake up.
Yes. We could bring you the egg in the waking world. You said the Sphinx said you've met them there.
Yeah, but how long is that gonna take you? And how much danger is that gonna put y'all in?
I don't know. You guys are standing at the wall of the town right now. And it is a mirror of the town that you guys live in.
Yes.
How long
Is this the Irondale River? Is this the Irondale River?
essentially?
Okay. Well,
How
I
long
do
would it
have
take
a
us
lot
to
of...
get from the river to where you are? And how would I know where you are?
Actually, Rogari Manse and the university grounds are rather close to the wall. They're on the south side, sort of nearest to the southern entrance, which is
can we-
actually rather close to the river.
Can you mark me or one of us in some way? We're all sleeping in the same room currently.
I have no way to mark you in this world, and it passed to the next.
I mean,
Come
why not
in.
just give him the address of
The address,
Shalgarin?
yes, of course, on my map.
Have you ever been to Fairhaven?
No, I've not.
Okay, I didn't know. Well then, I will describe to you, DM. Kovanen will describe to him as best he can, since Kovanen actually ran frantically from the southern wall on the river to the university grounds when he was carrying the other important shard thing.
He points to the docks.
Yeah.
Meet me there, on the docks. I will wait at the end of the longest dock.
What if,
Hopefully,
what
I mean,
if,
there's
like,
also-
when we wake up, like, there's other things kind of going on?
we'll deal with that when we wake up.
And you do.
I mean, the only other options that I can.
Go ahead, Rose. I'm sorry.
Rose, talk. Finish your sentence.
I'm sure nobody's gonna talk. I can also
You talk over
cast a
them.
moon. I can cast a moonbeam when we wake up.
It's quite
on
easy. You
the
can just talk over
roof.
them.
That's enough, Kovanen.
So when you say you'll bring us the egg, so we should wake up and give you the egg now. We wake up
Give
and
me
then
the egg.
you.
Meet me at the end of the longest dock. Rose, I like your idea of the moonbeam, but like they said, there could just be too much chaos. We know the longest dock is the longest dock. We know that it's in the same place as we are here. I'll flip over. I will wait for you there.
Alright.
If something happens and we're separated and we're not able to be there, then Marin, you mentioned that some time ago that you could send a thing like a mental.
Well, the thing is, I don't have that spell prepared, so I can't cast it now. If I were to, get some time to prepare it, I could, but I don't
really
I
think
can't.
we have that.
cast it now.
Right. Well, then we will just have to aim for the longest dock then and hope for the best.
Give me the egg.
So if one more question, I know, I'm sorry. If I give you the egg, then why can't we just bring it with us when we wake up?
How are you going to bring it with you? You're here.
Because we're not.
You're sleeping.
They're not really here. Go on.
I don't know. Maybe
They walked here. We didn't.
I know. But maybe it's just a special kind of fucking super special Dreamlands magic because it's the egg and it shows up with us. I don't know. I had to ask. Please take the egg out of the bag and give it to Spencer.
Sprocket gives him a really dirty look and takes out
This is
the
their
egg.
time.
Takes out the egg and gives it to the other guy, the one that like saw the old man.
Brent, the woman
Branford.
Branford.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much. I will take good care of it. It's okay. She puts her hand on your shoulder.
We gotta
Keep it
press-
away from him. Keep it away from him.
Spencer just throws his arms out.
Something
Ah, Sprocket.
in the pit of my stomach is telling me not to trust him, and you
Roll
know.
insight.
Alright.
Yup, you're right.
Rocket, not the time. We gotta wake up.
All right. Well,
Yeah, let's wake up. I'm just saying, you know.
Branford, you
That-
see her etch siggles into the air. She waves her hand, and you see the air split. Silver line dividing reality in half, and the shimmering veil opens, and she just kind of like steps through with the egg.
wait. I think we should have gone first because of the time to get from the mats. She's gone.
Yeah.
Rose will attempt to wake up.
Okay, you wake up.
Kovanen will turn to Sprocket and Marin. Thank you both so much for coming with me. This was quite a trial, I know, and well,
Of
thank
course. Just one question. How do we wake up? Do we just will ourselves to wake up? Or is
I
there something
was
special we
just-
gotta do?
I was just about to ask that. It's like you are in my head.
I know.
Well,
That's scary.
That's what I did last time, is I willed myself to wake up.
Okay. I'll try it. And I will myself to wake up.
And she wakes up.
I'll admit I'm kind of nervous, honestly. Like,
Well, stop it and wake up. I turn
what if it
around
doesn't
to
work?
Look at, well then, goodbye. I turn around to look at Spitzer and I will myself to wake up.
He nods.
And then there were two.
Sprocket, go. I'm waiting for you. Just go.
Oh, all right. Yeah, yeah.
Meet me on the docks.
He closes his eyes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He blinks out. Sprocket jumps
Close
through the
my
portal.
eyes.
I mean, not Sprocket, but Spitzer jumps through the portal, following the rest of his crew. Okay. You guys all wake up in Rogare Mons.
All right,
Okay,
we gotta run.
everyone's here. Yes, everyone's here. Right? Sprocket,
All
is
right.
everyone fine?
Yeah.
Everyone okay?
Yeah.
All right, please, let's go now. Let's go.
Woo.
If anybody
I-
asks, we gotta run.
I open the bag of holding and will like one of the rations that we got from the Dreamlands to appear in my hand.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, I was really hoping that, like, you know, we could have just
I don't
I
care,
don't know.
Sprocket. We need to leave now.
all right.
Yeah. Also,
It's
didn't
the
we
fastest way to
create
the
that
dock.
bag of running? Do we still have the second Magicycle? Come on in.
If it's still here, then yes. Let's go. We're on the way. We're obviously walking and talking. Come on, and leading the
Yes.
way to the nearest Magicycle.
I think both of them are there actually.
Well, one of them I think would be because Eli arrived on the Magicycle that Boss number 1 was driving, because Lucian was mad about that.
Yeah, Voss was on one of them.
Well, I know we're not very far from the docks at all.
So,
drive.
you guys wake up. You're in the Mons. What do you do?
We have what?
Been discussing that.
We have been discussing that for a couple minutes.
We are running to the Magicycle to take the Magicycle to the dock.
Okay, so as you guys step out the front of the Mons, in the roundabout, Voss is sitting on the larger of the two Magicycles. All right. Apparently, Zamra knew what she was talking about. Get on.
Alright, we're heading to the docks.
I don't think Lucian would be happy about that.
Well, I don't
care
care.
what
I
Lucian
will take the
thinks.
heat for it. It's fine. Whatever.
He knows. He already saw,
I'll stab
Oh.
him again.
which is, I think, a lie.
Happen again?
All right, Voss.
Get on the
Docks, the longest one.
He just nods, then he, kicks it. You guys are there. Let's see. Where's my measuring tape? Okay, yeah, it's 20, it's a mile. I guess it's probably this one. Yeah, it's about 3 miles away. So it probably takes you about 5 minutes to get there. Plus some strange inner city traffic going on. It takes you about 10 minutes to get there. You guys roll up to the docks. And you see out at the end of one of the docks, there are some people coming and going. A little hustle bustle of people packing and loading up this ship. And there are 4 strangely dressed people standing, milling around on the dock.
You recognize them, right?
Yes.
Hi, Spitzer. I'm not gonna actually yell into the mic, but I'm gonna yell.
So as you guys approach, he's just kind of hanging out, looking around. He looks very upset. He looks very stressed out.
What's wrong?
All right, we made it. Yes, what's going on?
Nothing. I just
And
hasn't been long at all, but there's just constantly people coming and going here.
yes, it's a rather
It's
busy city.
indeed. So what now?
You said you would give us. What do you mean? What now? You said you would give us a thing, right?
Yeah, it's not really here.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure your memory wasn't, fucked up
No.
or something. You sounded confused. Well, I don't really know what's
Do you have
next.
a safe place for us to put this, or do something with it?
Back at the manse, currently.
I suppose it is.
Fine, take me to the manse.
I mean, we could always put it back in the bag of holding. That's
How
still
do
a
you-
thing.
If I know Rose can't do the trick that he can, Spitzer can, but can she like see how close the egg is to hatching, or if it's changed at all since last time?
I mean, you can't see the egg right now. They have it in the
Yeah,
pack.
Oh,
he has it. He has it hidden
They have it in
because
the-
it's.
Yeah, let's just get it to the manse first, and then we'll see what's going on from it.
Yes, I
from
think putting
there.
it in the bag of holding is probably a very good idea.
Sprocket holds it open.
Sprocket, we're not doing this yet.
Well, then where then? We'll walk around the corner, find somewhere to hide, and whatever. Put it in the bag. Somewhere hidden.
Fine. If you guys want to do it out in the open, that's fine. I just don't see why we can't just go back to
That's
where
why I
we-
just said find somewhere to hide, then put it in there.
Hide out in the open? In the middle of a city? Hide?
I mean, Spitzer, you could put the bag with the thing in it in the bag of holding.
Provided it's not another bad rolling. Look, we need to make our choices now. I'm getting.
If it was a
weird
bag of
feeling.
holding, then you wouldn't need to put. Yes, Spitzer, Marion, that's a very good idea. Spitzer, put the bag with the thing into the bag of holding,
All
please.
of my things are in there.
I don't care.
We've
The
got more
things will be in
things.
the bag of holding. It'll be fine.
No. I
just-
have important items that belong to me that you can't just keep with
Alright,
you until we get
Fine.
whatever it is that you've
Then
got.
then
Are
we
ready
will
to
then we will
somewhere
go
else?
then we will go where we need to go without hiding the thing from who knows what the fuck. So let's go. Get on this thing. This is a magic cycle. You get on it, it goes fast. Let's go.
Fine.
Is there room for everyone?
I
I'll
mean,
I'll go. The rest of you stay.
we'll make room.
He looks back at the rest of the group and they just kind of nod.
I want Branford to come with us.
Rocket!
Fine,
Then you're
Brentford, you
sitting
can
on my
come too.
lap.
Brentford hops on. Thank you very much, Sprocket.
You're welcome. Do you still have the egg?
No, it's in his pack.
Oh, what the
I don't have
hell?
time. Sprocket, stop it.
Voss, sorry for the chaos and confusion. Can you just gun it back to the manse?
Alright, is everybody on?
I
You
don't
all
wanna be
ready?
out in the open.
Yes, go now.
Alright, he guns it back. You guys pull up to the manse.
What did Zamra say to you, by the way?
I don't know, she told me to wait here. She said, you will be out here in, I don't know, a few minutes. So, I waited. I took, well, when she got back, I was... Anyways, it's a long story.
Alright, we can
How long has it been since we've seen Zamra? Weeks.
Weeks?
Well, she estimated, well, I guess.
She
Okay,
was reading
well-
it off of a piece of paper. It's very interesting, but she apparently... I don't know. I don't think she was reading off of a recipe.
All right, interesting. Into the manse, and then Spitzer there. We can put it into the bag of holding for now. Once we're inside.
He looks up at the Mons. This looks safe enough. Here. He
Better
gets
be
up.
safe enough.
He gets out the egg and hands it to you. All right, Burnfoot, it's time for us to leave.
Okay, put it in the bag.
He nods. He puts it in the bag.
Obviously.
Wait, hold on. How does it look before we put it in? So if that thing hatches, I don't want it hatching in that bag.
Why not? Whatever's in it, it'll die.
Roll perception or investigation.
I'll do that as well, now that Rose has mentioned it.
Yeah, you guys can all do it if you want to.
16 for Rose on perception.
19 investigation.
Okay. Yeah, egg looks legit. Bramford kind of nods and is backing away, and then the two of them just like trot off without another word.
Look.
All right, bye. You're welcome. Whatever.
Alright. Did Summer say where she was gonna be?
What is everyone's passive insight? Does anybody have over a 15?
Let me
No.
check. Let me check.
18.
How
I
much?
don't think any of us have a +5 or more.
Yeah, I think this is not the whiz group.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. I can
Yes.
hear you.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
heard the teen part. We didn't hear.
I have
what
a
exactly.
16, sorry.
Okay. Give me
Should've
an
just said
insight
yes.
roll. Marin.
8.
Okay. You notice something really odd about their behavior as they look at the Mons, but On
They're
cru-
probably
closer scrutiny,
They
you don't
probably-
really know.
probably can't get in.
Maybe.
Well, Kavanen thinks they can't get in because it is protected from certain things or something like that. He doesn't know. They
Mhm.
should be terrestrial Calastar like anyone else, but maybe they've spent so much time in other realms that they just smell like extraterrestrial creatures now.
Right.
Hey, guys, let's get into the mods.
Yes. We walk in.
Okay. So you guys go into the Mons. It appears to be empty.
Where are the rest of the others?
Well, they were leaving somewhere when we. I have to remember that it hasn't been a month since we left. It's only been a few stupid minutes or an hour or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm so tired. Hello? Kovanen calls out loud.
Voss pokes his
Baelish
head
and
into the
Beardor
door.
should still be here.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know. What is going on? Is anyone here?
No,
What's
they're all
going
gone.
on? That's
They
just
all
my
left. They
question.
all had things to do, take care of.
Right? Is anyone else in here? I guess I'm just sort of trying to get my
Madam
bearings
Crow-
about what's going on.
Madame Crow is probably in the kitchens, maybe sleeping, but no, nobody's here.
Where did Baelish and Beardor and the others go? Because I know Yulia went with Lucian and Zazie.
I mean, it's the evening. They might be up in their rooms. I haven't gone up there. Give me one second.
How long ago did the...
I need to get something from my throat. It's hurting. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Oh, come on.
Do you guys think we should go find the rest of your friends?
I don't know. I had a question for Voss, but he's being very quiet right now.
I mean, you guys probably gotta pee.
Spitzer,
Give
we
that.
should hide to put the thing in the bag of holding. Hide? That's stupid. We're out in the open. We're not out in the open, Spitzer. If we hide,
Just,
fucking...
I'm not gonna
I'm
argue.
I'm telling you.
When-
I'm telling you. I don't trust that guy.
He at least gave us the egg back.
At least.
I-
They,
Ugh.
ever since I figured out they were lying to us, I haven't really trusted them.
I didn't trust him from the moment that he said he didn't see that salesman. Well, not salesman, but that guy.
Look, I know that you like mechanics and stuff, but you can't ignore the intricacies of illusion magic when it comes to these things.
Or the fact that that wasn't real world. It's not gonna operate by real world logic.
I'm just
Well, we
saying,
got the-
you don't. You seem to not really trust a lot of people.
Sorry about
Like
that, guys.
even
I
in the
got a
real world, you don't. You just.
cough drop in a seltzer water. Okay.
Says the person who.
So we're in the
What
mats.
are we doing next?
I look at Voz since I just got him here. How long have we actually been asleep? When did they leave? How long have they been gone from the mats?
I guess it's been a couple hours since they left. Can't say exactly. Maybe. So you guys were gone about a month, right?
Yeah, about a month and
I think a little bit less. We didn't have. When we started counting our travel, we didn't actually have too many days before that. Actually,
And like
Right.
2 maybe.
Yeah, you guys have been gone for like 4 hours, probably.
All right.
He says,
all right. Well,
you guys have been gone for, I don't know, maybe like 4 hours or something.
okay,
Alright.
okay.
They can't have gotten into that much trouble in 4 hours.
Huh.
Did
What were
Zara
they-
say she was?
What were they doing again?
They were, well, last when I saw them, they were, where were they? Let's see. Well, Eli wanted to ride,
Hey.
and they were at some knob's house. I dropped him off. You know, they did whatever they did, and when I came back, Zamra was here. And she told me to wait here for you. That you guys would be back in a couple of minutes. And it was actually a couple of hours, but it was pretty quick still. So, I mean, I don't know. You do wake, and that I need to take you somewhere. And then she read a piece of paper, and then she ran off.
You said they were. They were at a lord's house.
Yeah, some dragon marked lord. Like I said, some
What were they
fucking knob.
doing?
Uh,
Oh,
Kundra?
what's his name? Came here to yes, Kundraki came here to the manse with something important to say.
Yeah, it was
I
here
think they were
yesterday.
investigating something. So. Yes. Yes, just yesterday. Well, yes. Okay, so they were at the Kundrak's house. Well,
That was 4 hours ago. Who knows where they're at now?
maybe they're at dinner with the Kunraks, trying to get to the bottom of what was it? The shard?
Well, I can take you over there if you want to go.
We might be driving around for a while because if they're not there, we gotta find them. You'd be okay with that?
Alright, I'm fine with that.
I don't want to travel around the city trying to find them and do all of that stuff. I wish I'd. I don't know. I should probably speak to the lady if she's available to ask her what to do with this stupid thing. She probably knows everything I've done over the past month / 4 hours. That's the only thing I know. The only person around here who would know what's going on, I think, would be the lady.
Right, I mean,
All right. Let's.
she's still working though.
She probably shouldn't be disturbed. She was rather busy last time.
I mean, you're more than welcome to
Remember.
go speak with her, but I don't know what she'll be able to tell you.
Right.
You guys
Well-
have a way to contact your friends? Magic?
I
No.
don't know.
I mean, can you pick a? You said you still don't have that prepared. Never mind. Shit.
I mean,
I
you
just-
give me a little bit and I can prepare it.
How long is a little bit?
Well, out of character, I can prepare spells I can prepare new spells after a long rest.
I mean, out of
So-
out of character, I know that, but
I'm
Madam,
not. I
how much
don't.
time do you need? Oh, overnight. We really by that time they'll be back. So
Well, the question is, would, oh, even though that wasn't technically a long rest that we spent in the Dreamlands, would I still be able to change my spells?
No,
DM.
you can't change
Okay.
your
Well, it's been
spells, and
4
you
hours.
don't get any spell slots back.
Okay.
No, we don't have that kind of time.
And
Um,
also, I mean, we might have that kind of time, but they'll just be back by then, so it doesn't matter. I just want to sit down. I don't care. I'm going to go sit down upstairs. Conan heads upstairs, begins to head upstairs, and will aim for a couch in the living room.
Okay. So, you guys are hanging out upstairs, and I'm gonna flip to the other party.
all right.
You got to give me a minute.
IRL.
That's, yeah, that's a big flip to make, and just because.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we can do. It's time for another bio break now, anyway.
All right.
With our extra long session
Be right
tonight.
back in the games.
Right.
Yeah, if you guys want to call it here, we can call it here.
No, I don't want to call it here.
Okay. If anybody needs to
I
go,
think I
let
get
me
up.
know.
I'm gonna be right back.
Cool. Bio break. See you guys in a minute.
I have returned. And now I've got to get into Yulia. That'll be fun.
I never left.
I mean, I'm sorry you don't have that much of a life. I'm sorry. Bless you.
No, just trying to breathe.
I mean, still bless you.
Thank you.
Hello. Is anybody there?
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Are you still there?
Yeah.
You've never played Portal, have you?
Oh, yeah, I have.
Wait, does somebody play Portal? I suppose they tried to do.
No, so it doesn't.
I love Portal. Have you ever played Portal 2?
What are you chewing on? It's a fun game.
We tell you to trust because we care. How's it go?
What?
How's the song go?
You just made that up.
No, there's a song that's like.
Well, there is a song, but those words aren't it. That's what my point
Look,
is.
I haven't heard it in like fucking over a decade.
We'll get good.
We do what we must because we care.
Because we can.
Or can. I always heard it care.
Okay, it
But yeah,
probably
fuck
can
is
makes
going
more
on?
sense, but
Because it's
True.
like stupider, which is what it would be. Because they're just like science because we can.
aperture science. We do, yeah, because we can. Okay, for the good of all of
Yeah.
us, except for the ones who are dead. Oh God. Till you run out of cake. Oh God. It was so good. Did anybody ever play the second one?
A little bit.
You ever play the two-player mode?
Yes.
No, but
Yeah.
I certainly know of it.
I did a little bit.
I really liked that, and I thought that was a really cool concept to use as like a mechanical, like, challenges for a dungeon. You know,
Oh no.
for a lot of those things. And I've actually tried some of them out, and it worked pretty well. But you have to really, really dumb it down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we're just waiting on Lucian.
No, we're not. I've been here the whole time.
Oh, okay. Is everyone ready?
No, but
Uh,
I have to be.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
All right, that was 10 minutes.
Ooh,
Bruce,
time to
get the
die.
fuck out of here.
Hi, Bruce. Give Bruce some
Bruce,
space.
get your shit together, Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce. What kind of cat are you? Are you?
The great kind.
Yeah.
You
He is
piece of
sweet.
shit.
He's not sweet.
Fucking suck.
Yeah, Bruce, you're fucking horrible. Get off my computer station. Now he's gonna fuck everything up. Off.
You guys are so mean
Off.
to a
Off.
cat who just wants love.
He just always wants love.
what can
He
you
wakes up in
do?
the middle of the fucking night.
What am I supposed to
Aw.
do with a cat that doesn't deserve love and wants love?
He deserves love.
And he deserves love just for being a cat.
Bruce does.
Being a
sweet
Not all
baby boy.
cats deserve love for being a cat. Not all creatures deserve love.
I think that's racist. Because it's a cat, because it's a cat, it deserves love.
Just because cats deserve love doesn't mean other things don't deserve love.
I think you said they deserve love because they're cats, which is racist.
I mean, to be fair, I am that crazy white girl that would definitely, pet a mountain lion if it were sleeping in my yard.
Okay,
I hope you do someday.
so you guys take your short rest while the other party is doing their crazy shit. All right,
Getting into
so we left
trouble.
off at the garrison.
Mhm.
Zamra was calling down lightning on the gatehouse of the garrison. Blew it up. Like literally blew it up. Wood and stone exploding out from it. Fire, smoke. She ran inside. What did everyone else do after this happened?
If I remember correctly, Eli was pulling Zazie away from the blast.
Yeah, because they were been showered by shrapnel.
Yeah.
Elia's waiting and staring at Lucian like, oh, this is going to be interesting and not fun.
Lucian is standing there, nervous.
to be fair, Lucian and Yulia are both kind of trapped at the moment. They can't move.
You're able to move now.
Oh, yes,
And
but like
gates
within the
open.
confines.
As I said before, you feel the sensation of the ground rumbling below your feet. It passes underneath of you, almost in a wave. And then you hear an explosion to the south of you.
Right, and that's when I like did an insight check and said, "Well, Zamra's here."
What? Not 20 that?
I think so.
Yeah, but I was saying for the rest of you that are in the street, you felt something. Let me get a perception roll from everybody that's outside on the ground.
Oh, okay, so we moved away. Okay, that was... Well, it's just the two of us, so not quite everybody is the 3.
Yeah, is it just the two? You guys see the two inside? Okay. Okay, Zazie. In fact, Zazie, you have advantage on this. You feel
Oh, I
the
do?
sensation of tremors underneath of your feet, heading towards you. It passes almost directly underneath of you, and then to the south. A couple moments later, you feel a tremendous quake come from the ground and hear a loud sound of rupturing earth, and hear a roar, a bestial roar ring out over top of all of the cacophony of sounds of destruction that is happening at the same time.
God, no.
Okay. Wait, you said that like you know what that fucking was.
Give me a Zoria
I
roll.
think so.
Zoriathoth.
Okay, once again, rolling Arcana as a replacement.
Mhm.
Would this proc my advantage?
Yes.
Just
All right, not bad.
24.
24. So your perception, your otherworldly perception, picks up on the trail of some sort of creature, some sort of monster, something massive and huge that has passed underneath of you and probably through the bricks and has just broken to the surface somewhere near the southern part of town.
So, please indicate on the map whereabouts we are. We're right over here, right?
Yeah, you guys are right there at the garrison. And it's somewhere near the library, the archives, that entire, the university. Well,
God.
not the main university, but the, where the archives are.
She,
Library, museum, archives.
Eli, we have to get Lucian and Yulia and Zamra, and we have to get back to the manse, okay?
Yeah, okay, that was my next question. Like, what the fuck to do? So we're gonna follow her inside. Great.
I mean, yes,
Right?
yeah,
Right?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Cool.
come on. And, running after, sprinting
Okay.
as fast as I can.
Running after Zamra.
So, you guys follow behind Zamra. As you're running up into the garrison, the clouds overhead seem to be looming especially low, and you see lightning actually striking the building in different places, shaking the entire building. You follow up behind her. There are small fires scattered throughout the hallways. There are bodies that have been blasted apart. Some of them are still smoking. In the distance, you see up through a stairwell, like heading from one level to another bi-level. She's hustling up the staircase, and you can see I don't even know how to describe it, I guess. Her dragon mark is actually glowing through her clothing, and about any of the open areas where her skin is exposed. You hear men yelling, stop her, and just the general things that you would expect people to be yelling as some fucking woman is running in and blowing them apart. You hear another lightning strike the building, people screaming. It's just fucking blitzkrieg chaos.
Zamra! Zamra!
She's
Just
not
calling
paying-
after her,
yeah.
trying to get her attention.
She's not paying any attention to you.
If I can catch up to her, try and reach out a hand and stop her.
So, give me an athletics roll.
Uh, 15.
Okay. She's actually not moving that quickly. You can see her trotting up the stairs and stopping, breaking at one point or another, calling down lightning, killing people, and then as she makes her way around one corner, Zazie, you're able to catch up with her as she's kind of like tucked into a nook.
Zamra, I know you're mad, but listen to me. We don't have the time to deal with all of this. Please just calm down. You felt that underneath the ground, didn't you? It's by the Mons. It's by the library. It's by them. Whatever it is, it's going to hurt them. Zamra, calm down. You can be mad at Lucian later. Let's just get him and Julia and get over there and help them so that the rest of them don't die.
She takes in a deep
Please
breath.
don't blow us up along the way. I don't know whatever you... Oh, I don't run that often. I don't know whatever you got going on, but... Yeah, shit's bad outside. Shit's real bad outside.
Roll persuasion. Both of you.
Ooh.
Or actually, you know what? Yeah, Zazie. Come on. Eli Mars. Zazie, you're able to kind of break her out of her rage. And Kovanen, or Eli, I guess I
Eli.
should say, Mars. She kind of like laughs a little bit about you saying that you don't run much. I'm sorry. Got a bit carried away.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Water under the bridge, you know what I mean? Okay, where are these two at? Were they arrested? You think they were arrested? They'd be in, like, jail cells, right?
Yes,
Yes,
I think so.
You see her a moment, and she pulls out a tube of paper from like a little thing that she has over her hip. It's a little piece of paper, Eli, that you saw that she had before. I think they're this way.
What
She rolls it
Okay,
back up and
sure.
puts it back inside of her a pouch around her waist.
You
two
said it
can-
was like the one she had earlier, or is the one she had earlier?
I mean, roll perception.
I just didn't quite hear what.
It looks like the one you saw earlier. I don't know exactly what I said.
Okay.
But, yeah, it appears to be similar or the same one. You can't really tell.
Okay, you think they're that way. I don't know where the jail cells are here. I would assume them to be in like a dungeon underground. I'll follow you. I don't know.
So, Lucian and Yulia, you hear a loud sound of lightning. The last loud sound of lightning. Down the corridor from where you guys were brought up here. Although both of you, well, Lucian was unconscious. Yulia, you remember coming up a bi-level into this area. And you hear lightning strike down just the hallway, just down around the hallway. A lot of the men that had been putting up boxes and like fortifications have run at this point.
Cowards. But, not gonna argue with them. Are we alone?
Roll perception.
Like, is it just Lucy and I and Adam?
Yes, as far as you can tell. But you can roll perception and see.
12 perception, let's see. Don't get advantage, but I do get a plus 7.
Oh, that's not 20.
A natural 20.
You have heard some like a couple pairs of feet shuffling at the other end of the hallway, not the one where the sound's coming from. But there's definitely somebody standing off around the edge around there. You know what? And with a nat 20, I'll tell you that you can also smell the bugbear.
Oi, sir? Mr. Sniper? What's going on?
You hear a couple of whispers, and the shorter, stockier human walks around the corner. I guess you could hear us, huh?
I mean, I could smell you too. Well, at least your companion.
He laughs.
Yulia points at her ears. Like, you gotta remember, I'm not exactly human.
I told you needed a shower, Var. Just hear like a grunt in the distance.
What's going
All right, what the
on?
fuck is going on out there?
I'm asking you!
I don't
don't
know.
know shit.
Someone's attacking the garrison.
I mean, I know you piss people off on the regular, but... Why?
I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna let you and the other two out, and I'm gonna escort you guys out of the building, and hopefully I can get you guys out of here before something terrible happens.
I don't suppose you can, you know, at least take off the anti-magic
Absolutely not.
shit on these shackles?
Absolutely not.
I could help.
I think we're better off without your help. I think us helping you survive is good enough.
I just...
He looks at you questioningly. Is it good enough? I can leave you in there.
I mean, if you can't let me defend myself if something happens to you...
I will defend you.
Then I think I would be...
We will defend
Yes,
you.
like you defended me earlier.
Are you alive?
Like you defended me earlier. And bruised up, no thanks to you lot.
Well, Maybe you shouldn't have killed somebody in a random alley.
Yeah, well,
You-
you might. You're not going to bring that up. Looking across the hall, Lucian. Yes, I killed somebody. I'll explain later. But I'm not entirely too sure I trust your help at the moment.
And your friend over here killed multiple people in the middle of the street.
I did not. I did no such thing.
That's been confirmed. You
Technically,
absolutely have.
Did. It wasn't you, but it was you, Lucian. Just remember what just happened.
And this guy over here, he points to Adam, has killed or been affiliated with the killings of many people in the city over the past couple of months. So,
Actually,
I
He
haven't
hasn't.
stopped.
what's that?
So right now, what?
Anyway,
I said, actually, he hasn't.
yeah, okay. That's what everybody says. He's walking
Oh wait,
over.
no. Lucian wouldn't know that. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Well,
Yeah,
if you were
Lucian's-
watching through Lucian's eyes, you would have. Depends on what Lucian was doing during the time where he was away. He begins to unlock the gate, and then Zamra, Eli, and Zazie come around the corner.
Please tell me they heard me about the bugbear. Please tell me they heard me about the bugbear.
Eli freezes. He should probably be behind Zamra and probably also behind Zazie.
Yeah.
Just like frozen.
Can everybody stand fucking still for 5 goddamn minutes?
The
Uh,
marshal is reaching
what?
back. He puts a hand out in front of him.
No. Don't shoot.
Oh, gods! The marshals, we're safe. Have you heard what's going on topside or wherever we are?
What?
It's crazy out there.
Roll persuasion
Okay.
or deception, depending on what you're trying to do.
I don't want him to believe we are involved at all, which
Roll
means
deception.
I'm kind of lying. So, 23.
23. Yes, sir. I don't know what you're doing in here.
Just seeking shelter. Shelter.
Put your
you know.
hands on your head, please.
Absolutely, hands on head.
The other two, come around.
What? Okay.
Silver hair, walk around, hands on the head.
Okay. Okay. It puts her
I
hands on her head.
Did you hear any of the noises that were going on outside?
Yeah, that's why I just said I'm trying to seek shelter. Hello.
You guys can hear that it's Eli and Zazie. Zamra walks around the corner. All right, hands on your head. Now, he begins to pull his gun out.
Oh god, Zazie.
Is
Or,
my-
Zamra.
Is my cell door like open yet?
It's not open.
Or is it
the
just
key
Julia's?
is in Julia's door, but you can actually see Zamra as she's walking up.
Can through the even though she's manacled, can Elia reach and maneuver to unlock her own door? Keys in it.
Probably, sure.
She's yeah.
Miss Lyrender, you should listen to what he says, even though you're not a threat. Eli says loudly and prominently out loud.
Elia's gonna open the door and like stand squarely between them.
Oh, okay. Just fucking fuck it up.
Okay. Roll persuasion, I suppose.
Jeez.
Just shut up for a second.
He's like, Yulia?
It's a 6.
Oh my god. Yulia, back in the cell.
Hey.
Get out of my way. Get out of my way. And he just roughly pushes you up against the wall. Zamra continues to walk
Miss-
forward.
Miss Lyrender, you should listen to him. You're
Zamra, please.
One of you
using the
roll
name
persuasion
prominent.
with advantage, or both of you roll persuasion.
I will roll at advantage, I think.
Yeah, you roll at advantage.
21.
Nice. She's gonna look back at you, Eli.
I just, come on. Yeah.
Yes,
Honestly, I was hoping the
um,
guy would react to the name just as much.
We were just here. She just
Seeking
shakes her head
shelter.
and stops talking. She looks back
Right.
at Lucian. Lucian,
Look, let's just.
Hello.
wait a second. You guys know each other? What's going on here?
Oh, you guys know each other? Oh, jeez. What
we
a
live in the
coincidence.
same fucking house.
I'm Yulia. Shut up for a second. We almost had it, an authority figure. I'm so glad to see you. I will follow your instructions. Fucking, god damn it.
Roll deception again. I would say with disadvantage because it just sounds like total bullshit. There we go. Perfect.
12.
I'm gonna contest that. Hey, that's without his
Sorry,
that's
I didn't mean to
without
laugh
his bonuses to his insight.
Hey, don't pull a huge number out of your ass just because.
I'm not. I'm gonna look it up. Calm down.
Okay, I know, I trust you.
Okay. So he's gonna be like, okay, just need everybody to calm down. I feel a lot of tension in the room right now.
There's
You
a lot
guys
of
all know
tension in
each
the
other.
room.
That's
No is a strong word, but we are aware of each
we
other.
we
know-
pass by the halls in the university, yeah, a lot of adrenaline. I know, crazy. I'm down here. I'm safe with you. I know. I'm good. I'm cool. I'm cool. Are you cool? I think everyone's cool now.
all right. You guys all seem like you're cool. And
It's kind of strange.
the bugbear comes walking around the corner, whispers in his ear. He just nods his head, and he points over to Lucian's cell.
Please.
All
don't
right, we're gonna
shoot
open
again.
the cells, and
Well, Yulia's up against the wall, not in. Is she still back in the cell, or was he like pushing her against the wall outside of the cell?
no, he was opening it. So
Well, like, she had opened the cell to get between Zamra and
yeah,
Mr.
I mean, she's pushed up against the wall next to
The cell.
Marcus, who's the
Okay.
head guard. All right, Bart, go ahead and take his cuffs off. Yulia, he reaches over and he grabs his keys from the doorway. I'm taking your cuffs off.
Thank you.
Don't really think I had much of a choice, but
Oh,
I think
dude, you
Not
were saying so
arresting
yourself,
us?
Ilya.
Yulia, you talk so much. Just let the man speak.
I'm nervous. Sorry.
all right. We're gonna let you guys go.
I got your.
We have things we need to take care of. You have things you need to take care of.
Okay, I was hoping, I would like you would lead us to safety and I would have your back. But hey, you say you're in charge. We're free to go. We're going. We're going right now. All of us going right now.
What about our friend?
Adam?
Yulia and
Adam
our
stays.
friend Adam. No, he was with us too.
Roll persuasion. He was not
Oh,
with you.
Adam,
He's been here
yeah.
predating you. He is
18.
he is literally on death's row, my friend.
Just
Well, I rolled an 18.
I can't let him go. He's got a trial next week.
right. Then can you at least keep him safe until he can get
Yeah,
to
we'll
that
keep him
trial?
safe. We're gonna take him out, and he's coming with us. And you guys are
you-
going wherever you're going.
When you go topside, yeah, man. When you go topside, you're probably gonna forget all about that guy. But you got your business to do. I get.
I know when you guys can go. Please, you don't know him. You don't know him. He's a very convincing guy. But let us take care of Adam.
All right.
Please.
Let's,
Okay.
what direction
Yeah.
do we go?
we're gonna turn around and we're gonna walk immediately away. All of you are gonna follow. I'm in the back, so which means I'm now in the front. You're gonna follow me, please now.
Yep.
Adam reaches his hand out. Please don't leave me with them. They're gonna kill me next week.
You might not get that far, buddy. This shit's fucked up topside. So let's go.
He just lays his head down. All right.
I will ensure that you have the best possible lawyer at your side.
He reaches his hand out to like shake your hand, Lucian.
I'll walk over. I'll shake it.
He gives you a firm handshake and he looks you in the eye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Eli, hands on head, will start taking some steps backwards, making sure people are following him away from the cops.
Yulia's massaging her wrist as she follows.
Cool.
Very low.
The good Mr. Cathalis, you good?
I think I'll be all right. There was some weird things that happened.
Yeah, no shit. Let's talk about it on the ground surface.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean
Yes.
we're walking.
We need to get going.
Zamra walks
need
up
to get
next
back.
to Lucian and grabs him like by the inside of his arm, you know, like kind of cuffs him by the elbow and starts walking with him out, looking at the marshal as she walks around the corner.
Be careful with him, Samra. The moment Yulia's out of earshot of the marshals, she's gonna have a question for Zamra and the others. I'm assuming we're out of earshot.
Yeah, we can
As
assume
far
you
as
guys are
you
making
know,
your way
we
down the
just-
staircase.
So can somebody tell me who the hell Rod is?
Rod?
What? Who's Rod?
They-
You mean Rad?
No,
No,
the,
Rod.
Or
What?
Rod?
the slime,
Blind man.
the bone slime thing.
The bone slime?
Eh,
He has the shard, or a shard, or something. Whatever Beer had in his briefcase.
Oh, wonderful. That's fantastic. How?
So,
Wait, is it?
so
It is finished. It is finished. I thought we were trying to find the
Yeah,
shard,
that
right? And then
Yes.
Eli, that was sarcasm.
okay, well I don't know Rod. I'm sorry.
Rod is a big slimy thing that. Okay, so that explains who Rod is, mostly.
How did
But
Harad get a
more than
shot?
enough.
Lucian, did you give it to him?
No. No.
Apparently, Harad's essence has been living inside of my being, and he expelled himself from my body, and well, I don't know the rest.
The
Uh,
rest is that Veer, is that what his name was?
Yes, that's his name.
So you know him.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
we,
do.
we just met. I think we just met that guy up at the street out there. If I had to guess.
Yes, that was him.
Well, whatever reason, he had that crystal that we've been seeking in his briefcase. I killed the wrong one. He was one of them, though.
Ooh, whoops.
Uh,
That was. I said to do that.
Gabe-
I'm real sorry.
gave the shard to this Rod, and all hell is about to break loose. If I have any guess.
All hell has already broken loose. The sleeper's awakened.
What?
That tremor that was heading towards the Mons, I bet everything that I have that that's the sleeper. We need to get over there, and
We need, yeah.
we either need to stop it or flee Fairhaven.
I'd
Either
rather stop
one.
because I don't want to leave Ailish behind. Don't know.
Well,
Enjoy
then
too much.
we flee with our friends and family. But okay, well, I don't know what the sleeper is, but you are freaking out right now. I'm just gonna trust it. Yeah, that was an earthquake that like went south. So,
That was not the earthquake. That was the sleeper moving underneath the city.
well, there was an earthquake because it. Yeah, you know what the fuck I mean. God damn.
Right.
Whatever. Just
Then let's.
what's the fastest
we
way
need
we can get over there?
Um, I don't know. We just
Having technical difficulties with the
we just
music
gotta
right
go.
now.
What do you?
Zamra,
I
do you
mean,
have
I
any
guess-
ideas?
You could get a cab.
Do you really think we'd be able to find a cab like this?
It's better than just walking. It's faster than just walking.
That's an idea.
I just.
We'll keep. Yeah, let's keep an eye for a cab on the way south. How about it?
Okay. So we're gonna switch to the other group.
God
All
damn
right.
it.
Relaxing. Kovanen is finally relaxing in the living room, laying down on the love seat sofa, thinking about like, does he talk to the lady? Does does he not? Because stuff is bad. They get the thing now. Everything's fine and calm.
Yeah, everything's kind of chill, relaxed. Um, what's everybody doing?
Sprocket is on like a lazy boy chair, in the same room, sprawled out, sleeping.
He's in Lucian's chair, but he's like way smaller than the chair.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Marin would have returned to her room to go to sleep.
Okay. So, you guys have a good hour, or maybe even 2 hours, or maybe even 3, I don't know. Somewhere around 3 hours to relax at the Manse while you're waiting. I don't know if there's anything you guys can do with that time, but take your time.
Well, Rose,
Mm.
thoughts, ruminations, reminiscings. What just happened?
I wish I knew. I mean, we can always. What time is it? We can always go wake up Grimvor or Gitara. Ask them what's going on, or see if we can get back to Beloqua in this waking world. Ask her what's going on.
I think the Loqua here is the same as the one that was in there, if it is Loqua. Oh, come on, and sits up straight, like feet on the ground, sits up straight. Where's Daisy? I meant to ask, but I never thought of it again because the guys had never heard of Daisy before.
Oh, God, I wish we knew.
Oh, Daisy? Hello?
Roll perception.
Oh, go on and
on,
says
Daisy.
loudly.
Can Rose make her-
10.
Okay. Kovanen, you feel a low rumbling feeling in the ground below your feet.
Was that Daisy Rose? Did you feel that? What was?
Rose, roll perception.
No. 15?
Okay. Rose, you feel a low rumbling in the ground that appears to be coming closer towards where you are.
Whatever it is getting closer.
Why is it getting closer? That means it was far out. It's moving? What does that mean?
It feels like it was getting stronger. We might want to get Marin and anybody else sleeping upstairs and get downstairs. That's quake. Do you know what an earthquake is?
Yes, I've heard the word before. Give me some credit. All right,
Okay.
I'll fetch Baron and let her know that something might happen to the mount soon, and we should get to safety, just in case.
Yeah, we need to get on the bottom floor fast. Sprocket, go and head downstairs. Stay close to the wall. Try to stay in door frames if you can.
On the way past the lazy boy towards Marion Wall, Kovanen will put his foot on like the recliner handle and like flip it back to normal.
Sprocket fell asleep. Oh goodness.
Ah,
Sprocket, just get downstairs now. Stay in the door frame.
all right. Why?
Do you know what an earthquake is? As Rose is moving to the rest of the rooms.
Of course, I
Direction.
know what an earthquake is. What do you think me?
Yeah, well, do you know how to prepare for one? Downstairs now, door frame.
He'll go downstairs and like hide under a chair.
Okay.
That'll work too.
So
Fetch
as you
what Rose
guys
said, and
are,
Kovanen fetches. Yeah, Kovanen fetches Marin, wakes her up rudely, unfortunately, and urges her to get downstairs for the same reasons.
so as you guys are running around the house in the middle of chaos of a potential earthquake, you feel a massive quake and hear the sound of what sounds like an avalanche or buildings being knocked over or something along those lines in the direction of the university.
Shit.
The rats are back.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
Don't jinx us.
Okay, that wasn't. I'm no scholar, not a
That
geology person. Is that normal for quake?
No. Usually they're more widespread. You had a couple of them on the coast, but
Give me a perception
doesn't
roll,
feel like 'em.
guys.
18.
18.
6.
6.
Okay. So the two 18s are likely able to deduce that that it was. I would say in the, it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say, but yeah, it's definitely in the proximity of the library, which is the closest spot to where you guys are. There's some walls in between you guys that kind of divide the districts up, but it basically feels like the walls that are directly behind your house. It's right on the other side of those walls, and that's where the library is.
Well, I am terribly worried about what's going on outside, but I'm going to go look at it because I have to do that.
I'm with Kavanan. Alright, you two can come with or you can stay, but if you stay, like I said, avoid anything that can fall. Just in case this is a quake.
Hey,
Or
I'll
more
do
shaken.
that. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
He
Yeah,
needs to sleep
sure,
through
fine.
this.
Kavanen will head towards a window, or he'll head towards a door that's on that side of the house, and open it.
Okay, so what floor are you on?
Well, we're on the ground floor because of all the earthquake prep.
Okay, so from the ground floor, you're not really able to see a lot. The walls for the city are kind of blocking your view from that way.
True.
You can kind of see maybe, I don't know, some dust in the air. It's about dusk right now, and you can see some like lights illuminating the dust that's hovering over the top there, but you can't really.
Oh shit. Okay. Kovanen will walk up the wall, and get as high on top of the house, as he can. If the house is taller than the walls are.
Sure. So you're able to see, you don't have a perfect view over the wall, but you're able to see above the wall, and you can see that there are fires and that there is some kind of destruction going on over there. And you can hear better now the sound of people yelling and what sounds like probably combat.
So, not mechanical, but channeling question. Would Rose's brothers be patrolling the house at this point? Have we worked that out?
So I'm gonna say, just for the sake of brevity, that they're not there right now.
Okay.
Oh, well, all right. Kovanen says to himself before walking back down the wall inside, and alerting the others that it might be a little bit more complicated than just a quake.
How complicated?
Well, I don't know. There are very tall walls, there's dust and fire, and fighting and yelling and emergency things happening all at once.
Got it. Alright, well then, if there's fighting, that's probably something going on at the library. I probably should check it out. You coming or going?
I can check it out quickly, and probably more quickly than you can, because of, the walls thing, and I'm fast.
Oh, true, but if there's fighting...
And then I
Yeah,
will
go
come
ahead.
back. Whatever. You just follow me and I'll go first.
Yeah, that works. Marin's
Kovanen will head that way.
Okay, so you can see over the wall as you climb the wall, and you see something going on towards the library. Pretty simple stuff.
Okay, from his new
Chaos.
vantage point on top of
Roll
the actual
perception.
walk, and he's.
Yeah, I know. Gotta roll sometimes.
Well, I didn't get to finish asking. Perception, 22.
Okay, go ahead and ask your question now.
What do I see?
Okay.
That was my
Okay,
question.
cool. Yeah, pretty cool how I knew that's what you're gonna ask, huh? So you are at the top of the wall, and you can see down to the grounds of the library, and it appears to be like a crater in the center of the main square that's out in front of where the library is, and yeah, it's massive creature of some kind in combat with several red cloaks that are fighting it right now.
Okay, so how massive are we talking?
Yeah, you got a 22. It's
He's
probably
seen
it's 1 second. Let me grab my book. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I didn't write down how big it was. All right. Turns out it's only giant.
So,
Only
huge size?
giant.
Does that
One
mean
size
huge
larger
or
than huge. Gigantic.
gargantuan?
Wait, isn't it gigantic that's one size larger than huge?
Gargantuan.
Oh, my fault. It's gargantuan.
Gigantic enormous.
Oh, fuck. Okay, Kovanen goes back to wherever they are and tells them it's huge and it's a big creature and it's terrible. Okay, I don't know if it emerged from the ground or landed from the sky again. There was a crater, a hole in the ground. The cloaks, the red ones, I forget their names. I'm so tired.
Silver Flame.
The Silver Flame, they're fighting it. The egg, it's in the bag. I hope that's safe enough, but yeah, it's getting real again.
Alright, well. I'm gonna go lend whatever help I can.
I know.
I know you will.
I can't just leave. You wish me luck if you're not coming.
Well, I am. I did this the egg, you know.
Good
kinda holding.
luck.
I'm sure it's fine. I feel like I should also speak to the. You know what? I'll be right back. Rose, take this with you, would you please? He
Alright.
produces a silver key from inside of his vest, clasps it into Rose's hand, and then disappears into the key.
Rose is gonna go ahead and put it on the chain her holy symbol is on. Like, it can come off, right? Not that you're here to answer, but then she's gonna take off whether Sprocket and Marin are in tow or not.
Marin stays home.
Bye.
Um,
Be safe.
Yeah.
Keep watch on that egg.
Oh my
We
god.
will,
we'll
keep
You
it
guys are
safe.
staying home.
Actually, you know what? Actually, you know what? No. Grab the egg, come with me. That way I'm not gonna worry.
What the hell? You just told us to be here and be safe. I'd rather
Well, then
stay
hand me
under
the
here.
egg, or the
No.
pouch with the egg.
What if you die while fighting that, and then
Exactly.
the egg's lost?
Well, then come with me. You can
Forever.
stay out of the fighting. I just want to make sure that if they come after the egg, I can keep it safe too.
Yeah, but the house is protected, remember?
Can't guarantee that.
I can guarantee that we're not going.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Kukubanen pops into the glade, steals himself, and will head toward the lady.
Okay. Yes, Giovanna.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. As you can see, we are back. We have. I don't even. The. What do you know of what I've done? The egg? This egg? Do you know what that is?
She looks at it. She nods. Yes. Very pleased you are able to get your hands on that. Well,
All right. Where should we keep it? What should we do with it? There's some serious trouble happening outside of the library, outside the manse.
well, I can take care of it for you in the meantime, but you have to assure that the house is safe.
Some of us will be there. Yes, I will make sure it's not left alone.
Okay. You see her.
I will return with this.
You see her dressing the forehead of one of the bodies on the 5 sarcophagi slabs, and it is withered away to almost nothing at this point.
I shall return with this egg shortly. Thank you. I don't know what else to
Return
say.
with it, or you're going to take care of it? Which is it?
It's in Sprocket's possession right now.
Well, he can't come in here.
Well, I can take it from him and bring it back in here.
Okay. Fine, just hurry, please.
As it said, then we'll appear out of the key, poofing into existence right in front of Rose as she is walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't had you for- Like, Rose
So,
is still on my house grounds, so for the record, go ahead.
Good. Okay, we can't leave the house. The lady said we should not leave the manse unattended. But you said Baelish is around, so maybe Sprocket and Marin can stay. They seemed displeased at the notion of leaving. Where is Sprocket? I need the egg. I can put it inside the glade to keep it safe.
I'm still back where we left him. You've only gone like a minute and a half.
All right, well, we need to go get it.
All right, well, then
Go
let's
back to
go.
Sprocket and go get the egg. Walk into the man's, grab Sprocket, and I need the egg.
Hey, put me down.
Well, okay, Kovanen probably isn't strong enough to lift him up, but he is grabbed by the shoulder at least. I need the egg, Sprocket.
Why?
Keep it safe so that the responsibility is no longer on your shoulders.
All right, that's perfect. Here you go.
You just what to say, don't worry. Okay. Rose, I'll be back again in a moment. He places his hand on the key around the chain. It disappears. Taking the egg into the glade.
We're gonna use that.
And giving it to the lady, I guess, or just like setting it down awkwardly, like, hey, I'm here, I'm doing the thing.
She nods her head. Thank you.
Well, all right.
You
I'm
should
going to
probably
get
be on your
going.
way.
I should, all right.
Things are getting bad out there.
Yes, and Kovanen disappears and posts back into existence as Rose is walking away.
Just
Stop doing
as you
that.
were leaving, she does say to you, you're going to need as many people with you as you can when you fight this. Be careful.
I see. I will be careful. Thank you. Okay, Rose, I know I literally just said that the mats should not be undefended, but the lady knows what this thing is apparently to some extent and says we need as many people as possible to fight it. We should probably find the others.
Alright, do you have a way of finding Zazie?
I have no
Somewhere.
idea.
I don't think we can wait. Do you think they're heading to it themselves?
I don't know. That was rather massive. I'm sure they know of it. But the Silver Flame are there. We can... Hopefully we can, like, keep it at bay or keep it from ruining too many important things. And then hope that they are aware of the traveling earthquake.
I think that's that thing moving. Your key. Should we leave it here, or does it...
Oh, no. Give it to me.
She was taking it.
Alright, yes,
Where
no,
do
I
you-
should keep that.
Alright. Then... Alright, Sprite and Marin, I'll stay safe. Want to have some place to sleep tonight. I'm pretty sure y'all do too.
Please
Is
keep
there
your
a-
wits about you. I don't know if things are going to get dangerous or bad here, but please trust me when I say it might.
It might. I do not suggest going back to sleep, unfortunately.
I'll stay awake best I can.
Just
Leave Miss
don't
Crow
go
make
to
his-
bed. What do you mean the best you can? Don't go to sleep.
Okay, do you remember how long we slept the first time we came out of the Dreamlands? She's
No.
doing pretty good compared to that.
Whatever, let's go. So, I think the plan, is that we should just go fight it with the Silver Flame, like, for a little bit to keep it at bay until, and then hope and pray the others are going to arrive and that they know about it. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Don't think Boss will give us a lift, do you?
I have no idea where he is. Wait. Yes, I do. He was just over there.
Voss is outside.
Well,
When you were walking back inside, he was still outside, just hanging out by the Magicycle.
it's just like a couple blocks away at the most, right?
Right.
Right.
Okay, well, Voss, I've never seen you fight or do anything besides complain, smoke, and drive. Voss, can you fight something?
Yeah, I can.
Great.
Oh. Alright.
But I need to do something else. So
Of course. Well, do whatever it is that I'm sure the lady has probably told you what to do or whatever. I don't care. I'm leaving. Bye.
he looks at you and he just kind of like shifts into what looks like a much older version of you. Looks like it's my turn.
What?
Your turn for what?
He grasps you on the shoulder, Kovan, and then just nods, and then he walks into the house.
What are you?
Y-
Oh, wait a
you're
minute.
good-
Wait a minute. No. Oh my god.
That's
No, let me go. This is important.
but
No,
is
it's,
he playing decoy or is there something more going on?
oh, I think there's something more going on. We should go fight, but I think he's part of the barrier. I think I never. I don't know. I never thought to think of that.
Alright. Are you going to be okay or would you rather stay here? And take care of
I'm-
whatever's going on.
No, the lady says we should. She said I would need as many people with me as I fight it, so she expected that I would be fighting it. So we should go now.
Alright, then let's go. I guess.
Okay. So, let's flash back to the other group.
So many
Taxi, taxi. He like has his thumb out and just like walking as they walk back and hustle.
Yeah, Zamra is kind of trotting on ahead of you guys, talking to Lucian. So, do you think
He's
you're
doing
better
her
now?
best to keep up.
Better is a relative statement, I guess.
Indeed, but I mean,
Um,
like, is the thing gone? I don't.
Yes.
I'm ashamed you had me
The
totally
thing was
fooled.
Harad.
Yeah. It had me totally fooled.
You didn't
I
do
did.
anything with him, did you?
I did. I'm sorry.
That's-
Lucian, I thought it was you.
it-
I mean, he was very handsome. I'll give you that.
She just kind of punches you in the shoulder as you guys are running.
I'm going to ignore I heard that.
I mean, I guess technically it was you in most ways, but anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't. Like I said, I'm ashamed.
Don't.
It's all right. Forgive
Okay.
you. So here is the thing. I still have these bullet holes in my body. And they hurt a lot. One might even say, if I get hit again, I could die. For good this time.
I can do a little bit about that. Take 10 back.
All right. Thank you.
Alright. If you don't mind, I can also help with that. Elia's gonna cast Healing Word. Or Cure Wounds, not Healing Word.
Okay.
And it's going to be a 3rd level, so
Oh, damn.
Oh, done.
you get an
13.
additional 13.
Ooh, look out! Look out, man!
I know, it's so nice. I'm out of forms though, so I can't add extra to that.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys aren't able to find a cab. However, you do make it to the block where this is all going on, and you see that it's already in combat with some people. I did want to carry this on for another hour, but honestly, this is going to take a lot longer than 1 hour.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like get into the combat and
No, we should stop there.
yeah,
It's a good place to stop too.
it's a good place to stop. So we know what we're doing next session. We'll get the logistics ironed out perfectly between now and then. And
Got
you
it.
guys get some boss action.
Can't wait.
All that time in the fucking Dreamlands walking around.
Woohoo.
Yeah. This is my...
So out of game.
I'm going to end
That-
the stream.
Oh, okay.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.